Hello, everybody. I'm Jarrett Reddick. And this is a podcast. Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Hopefully you have seen or heard one of my many musical endeavors. And if you have, then you know how much I love movies. This is movie commentary with no movie knowledge. This podcast is me and my friend Rich talking about movies that we like. But my name's on it because I'm famous. This is Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Still. Okay, we're starting now.
Means our guy doesn't care about being seen, and he isn't afraid to make a mess on the way out. You see that Range Rover halfway up the block?
The red one? It's cute.
It's also bulletproof, which means private security, which means more guns, which means more headaches for somebody, probably us.
You guys know I can move things with my mind, right?
Looking over your shoulder needs to become second nature.
Anybody ever tell you you're a little paranoid?
Not to my face. Why? Did you hear something?
Eyes on target, folks. It's the best lead we've had on Momo in 6 months. I don't want to lose him.
If he sees us coming, that won't be a problem. He kinda hates us.
Sam, see that garbage truck? Tag it.
Give me X-ray. That truck's loaded for max weight, and the driver's armed.
It's a battering ram.
Go now.
What?
He's not hitting the police.
Civil War. It's the civilest of the civil wars, and all of the people and the things and the blowing up of stuff, and everybody is so excited.
What's so civil about war anyway?
Right. The movie poster is a little bit intimidating. It's just like it's a bunch of like super airbrushed Hollywood stars and the coolest Halloween costumes of all time. And then, you know what's awesome about it is Paul Rudd didn't even have to show up. The guy, Don Cheadle, not there. This Catboy, he's not there.
Yep.
Catboy's from PJ Masks.
Oh, okay, right. Right, that's right. Everybody, my name is Jarrett. Hello, and welcome to the show.
Hi, Jarrett.
We like to call Jarrett Goes to the Movies.
Yeah.
It is great to be here. As we record this, it's a Tuesday night. I've been back from the United Kingdom for... Gosh, it seems like...
Are they still united?
Yeah. That's such a good question. Did you ask them that while they're there?
No.
Because they fucking hate each other. It's like... there's a whole thing. You can't...
I'm working with a guy in my office. He's a customer, and he's coming in our office, and I'm working, and he's from Oxford, and I asked him a little bit about the politics, and he was like, yeah, the Scots wanted to do their own thing, but then they said, well, okay, if you stay in the EU, then we're going to stay with you, and then Brexit happened, and they're like, what the fuck? You said you were going to stay in the EU,
Yeah.
so we would have left. So
And then after he told you about his politics, did you tell him he was wrong?
yes, I did.
Oh, yeah, but that has nothing to do with him being...
I think he could just tell by my face.
That has nothing to do with him being English. That's just because you're
right.
you.
Yeah,
you know?
Right. He did peck me. He goes, so you voted for Trump, right? I was like, oh, was it that obvious?
Yeah. It used to not be that easy to peck, because it used to just be because we would go over there and they'd be like, oh, you're from Texas, so
Right.
you guys must love George Bush. And I'd
Right.
be, well, no, not exactly.
We all think he's funny.
Yeah.
And a good painter now.
Yeah.
He is a
I have his
terrific
coffee
painter.
table
Yeah.
book.
Well, anyway, we are back. The tour was amazing. I want to thank everybody who came out to the shows. I want to tell the cast here as I start to get close to introducing everybody here for the first time in a couple of weeks. So many people coming up to me in the meet and greet lines. So many cool... It was so cool to see all of the Jarrett Goes to the Movies t-shirts out in the crowd, and just... It was awesome.
Awesome.
We did a deal where we had a bar on stage, and patrons actually were... At some shows, we had like 50 people on stage.
Oh, wow.
As the show was going on. 3 or 4... just like right in your face, Jarrett Goes to the Movies shirt.
Awesome.
So, I don't know. I think that's really cool. It's nice that people are supporting the podcast and supporting the shows, and it was a pleasure to see you guys. With me, as always, is Richard Coleman.
Hello, Jarrett.
It's good to see you. Hugged me right when you walked in the
Yeah.
door. You fucking missed me.
Well, yeah, you were in my way, so I was just trying to move you out of the way.
You know, I'm fucking basically if we're on the same floor, I'm in the way. Jesus Christ, it's a weight gain issue. You know, we've discussed
No, it's
this.
good to see you. I missed you.
Good to see you too. How are things? Everything good?
Good, yeah. Went on a couple of dates.
Oh boy! What? Yeah. So like if you're new to the program, you know you will know that we had a lot of fun with Rich back in the day on dating and whatnot, and then he was in a relationship for a while, and then kind of off the market for a smidge.
Yeah, went on 2 dates with a girl.
Oh shit! Now that's new. Now if you're new to the show, this is cool because this has never happened. This is the first time. So he's just testing the waters, dipping his foot in.
Now I like to make things interesting,
right,
for the show.
Yes.
So I made sure that she was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So she's an Indian.
Oh.
Feathers, not dots.
Got it.
Right. So
I like dots.
I did.
Just show up. Let's just start the show racist.
Okay. All
Fuck
right.
it. You know, just
I asked her beforehand. I go, "Can I call you Pocahontas on the show?" And she said, "That's fine."
no, we are not doing that.
No,
that's
we're
right.
not.
It already happened.
No.
You know
No. Secondly, okay, no. Again, third. That's too fucking hard to say all the time.
Yeah.
No, nobody's calling her
What,
Poco.
you can't get a 2-date character. You can't do that.
Can we call her Pokey?
A 2-date
fine.
character
Okay.
is
You can't.
fucking. That's good. We got to have
That's
a
a-
rule. Like,
Yeah.
it's like it's a
That's an 8th date
it's a
situation, and then you're just tiptoeing in.
yeah. It's like a 4 to 6 week.
Oh yeah, she could totally blow me off by the end of the week for sure.
Right, and then she's just all of a sudden Pocahontas and infamy on the fucking
What's wrong with that?
Captain America podcast.
What's wrong with that?
I don't see anything wrong with it. It's just Pocahontas is too fucking hard to say.
It's too hard.
What's the one where she was with Lewis and Clark up in the Montanas? Who's that one? Who's the other like really famous?
Sacagawea?
That's too fucking hard to say too.
They're all hard to say.
No.
What's her real name? Like Karen? Like, what is it? Like, I'd really like to know.
I'm not gonna say on the show.
All right, wait. What is
Carol?
she? Wait, hold on.
Brenda?
What does she like to do?
Huh?
What are her hobbies?
Catherine?
Well, she starts out real hard.
No, but what does she like to do? Does she like to exercise? Does she like to whittle?
Before I say that, you've
Okay.
got like 1,000 errors on the screen. So
Those are the ones you can ignore.
okay.
What is she?
I'll work on another nickname if you don't want.
No,
this
I
nickname.
want to just help here. Just and you, it just doesn't have to stick. You could text her later and ask her what she thinks. What does she like to do? Like, what's a hobby?
I don't know.
Jarrett just wants to be in charge
I
of
went
the
2
nicknames,
dates
which I
with
think-
her.
What does she do?
So you went on 2 dates with her. You call her Pocahontas. On
We
the
like to
show?
watch The Bachelor
Okay.
and Project Runway. We have that in common.
Okay.
Yeah, you
All
and
right.
every woman.
Does she have any pets?
She does have a dog.
Okay.
And her dog's name is Fergie. We could call
Okay.
her Fergie.
Nope. I kind of like it.
Nope, because that's her dog's name. And that's
Okay.
offensive.
Got it. That's
Fergie
All right.
owner.
all right.
No?
Does she listen to the podcast?
Her new
No.
name is Watching Dog.
How about just that?
She likes to watch TV.
No, she had a foster dog and it pissed all over her rug. We could call her foster dog pissing.
We can just
Pissy
call her
rug.
that girl you went on some dates with this time, and then whenever the next we
Yeah.
go dates with, we'll talk about that.
Oh,
person.
how about Shania Twain? That's a good one.
Shania is
Yeah.
pretty good, actually. Okay. All for Shania if this lasts 8 dates. Okay. so
No.
does it have to be unanimous in here? I don't know.
I feel like it should be.
That was unanimous.
No, she put it against it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll keep working on it. It's fine. We can come back to it. We don't have to solve the world's problems
Well,
today.
I am glad that you went on a couple of good dates.
I am too.
She sounds awesome.
She seems cool.
Yeah.
We get along
cool.
well.
I like that.
Did you meet her on Tinder?
No, it was Match.com.
Oh.
I've never met anyone on Tinder ever. Like not one single time. It's the bait and switch.
Well, Match didn't sound good in the song.
It's the bait with the girls and then switch with taking your money.
Got it. Casey, my lovely wife, is here.
Hi.
Casey was with me on the United Kingdom tour. She got her second tattoo,
Yay.
Yeah.
and we had fun, didn't we?
Mhm.
Yeah, we had a really good time.
It was all the fun.
She
I saw pictures.
She got really hungover and missed a dinner date with the lounge kittens.
I did. I wasn't even hungover. I was sick that day.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
full on, like,
Right. I wasn't going to say that because we're not supposed to talk about when you don't feel good on the show.
oh, well, I wasn't hungover that time.
Oh,
Because I
damn
slept
it.
till like 4:30.
I'm
There wasn't
working
any
on it.
time to be hungover.
Right. Will is here.
Hey.
There he is, the
Hey.
king of Sting, Spider Baby, Kidder Corner Will.
Spider Baby.
Spider Baby.
Spider Baby.
Yeah, we locked that one in a few weeks ago.
When?
That's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
You might have even started it.
Yeah.
What does it come from?
Gonna be honest, don't know. It's in my notes.
I don't remember either,
You
but I
have
remember
to you have to
it
listen to
happening.
the show, Will.
Is it a Sean thing?
Damn
Is that
it.
what it is?
No,
No?
it happened organically one time.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
I think
either.
you called him Spider Baby trying to think of Mosquito Boy. That's what it was.
That's what it was. Yeah, it was Mosquito Boy, and I called you Spider Baby. Spider Baby's way better.
Have you seen the Spider Baby on YouTube?
No.
The cute
Oh,
spider?
I have.
Yeah.
I like with a little voice.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
Bowling for Soup, only in 3 total fistfights ever. One in the UK in Southampton. One because of Gavin DeGraw
Right.
in San Antonio, and one in Virginia Beach versus a band called the Spider Babies.
Oh.
True story.
Interesting.
We won.
I used to live very close to Virginia
We
Beach.
won.
What's that?
I used to live pretty close to Virginia
You
Beach.
probably know him then.
No.
Now, Silent Sean 316 is not here
He is
this
not.
evening. We do have a sit-in though.
He got honeydude.
He got Honey Doo Dooed because he can't come to 2 shows.
Right.
So Honey Doo Dooed. By the way, today I thought Casey was watching Honey Boo Boo on television, like while I was like up doing some shit, and I thought, man, we may have to have a fucking fight over this, you know. But it wasn't. It was Teen Mom. That's perfectly fine.
But not OG.
That reminds me, I am following this new Twitter account that is the best Twitter account ever. It's called Mugshotties.
Oh, I saw that.
It is fucking insane. So now I get these hot girls with mugshots in my Twitter feed like every day. There's like 3 or 4 just totally hot girls.
That's good.
But
that
their
are like a
mascara's
mugshot.
all running.
Yeah,
and they're
like,
like,
crying and stuff. It's great.
That's really, and you can tell like which ones are still drunk or
but,
whatever.
But Honey Boo Boo's mom, they like threw her mom on there for some reason. Everyone was bitching about it. She's like, why are you putting this on them? Anyway.
my favorite thing to do is they leave the Louisville inmate jail search open all the time, so you can always see who's there all the time. And I always like to look there around like 4 a.m. or early in the morning on Halloween. And there's always a bunch of fucked up people with like clown makeup everywhere. It's the best.
Yeah, half of them you went to high school with.
All of them.
Yeah, pretty much.
And no matter what age range, they were all in my high school because everybody was like
Laughing
18
at
to
people's
40.
pain is funny.
All right, so Silent Sean is not here. They're moving house, and she told him that he needed a week off. We're doing 2 episodes this week, so he will not be joining us. So, in his place, who I did not know, I thought of some random dude he's sending to my house. You know, turns out the dude is like a really good dude. Was in a band before that I really, really like. He's a fan of the show,
Yep,
supporter
longtime supporter,
of the
yeah.
show. He's actually a fucking producer of Jarrett Goes to the Movies.
That's right.
Yeah. His name is Chris Jacobs, and
That's
he's
right.
here today.
Yay!
So, give it up to him. Of course, we did not give him a mic because he would probably fuck it up, and that intro was probably good enough to, get him some clout and some circles.
Yeah.
You know.
Are you married? Oh, okay. Well,
Silent
But
Chris.
he,
Can't help
317.
no, he's heard me. It's funny. I've talked a lot about this band, Artist versus Poet, on my Instagram and all that. In fact, when Casey and I first started dating, I was listening to them a lot.
Me dating or you dating?
When we first started going out together to places to like eat and stuff.
Me dating. Okay, got
Okay.
it.
Then I was listening to Artist versus Poet a lot, and he was the bass player. So that is
Oh,
just,
no
it's
way.
a fucking small world. It's really, really cool. So
I remember that on your playlist all the time
Yeah.
back then.
totally. And actually, we had a fun conversation about that earlier. What else is going on, guys? I mean, for me, it's been insane. I got to say, Not Your Girlfriends, their first single and video are now out by the time you hear this. I'm very excited about that. We also just will be announcing before this. No, when does this come out? Is it this Friday?
this Friday.
Oh, okay. So I'll just give you the exclusive here. The Dolly Rots and Not Your Girlfriends will be joining Bowling for Soup on the published dates that we're doing in Texas and Oklahoma. So they'll be doing their first tour
Oh, wow.
coming up in April. And
This is streaming live on YouTube.
oh well, shit, fuck it. Well, it's already out there. I blew it.
When is this? When are we putting this out?
What's-
Right now.
All 12 people know.
What's the? Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the worst thing that could happen? 12 people are gonna figure it out. But the internet's a magical place. Don't tell anybody, but here's what's going on. But yeah, super excited about everything that they've got going on, and just busy. And Rich, what else is going on with you? Now I do have to preemptively just introduce this next little bit as Rich got to party with his children for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Which, I'm going to be honest about something. I really do look forward to that. I don't want it to... I think it's like right about the age, too, that yours are at.
Yeah.
Because I really do think that that's going to be awesome. So, like... And I don't want it to be at, like, one of their weddings, where, like, that's the first time we all really get shitty.
We party with my parents?
Yeah, that, I mean, I don't know, but I don't want to, I don't want the first time I party with my kids to be like the first time like me and Jack are both pissing in the pool and, but we're not even in it. You know what I mean? Like, off the side. We're actually in the pool pissing out of the pool. Like, what the fuck? We've got this backwards. We're so drunk. Like, I just think it'll be so much better if we could actually hang out, and do that. But so,
so I mean, everyone knows I sort of made up with my first, or with my wife.
Which one?
Which one?
The first one. So we're like really friendly now and stuff. We play Words with Friends all the time. It's
I
weird.
sat next to her at a brunch.
Yeah. She came to brunch and sat next to Will.
So do we need to talk about that first?
Yeah, that's next. So I'll make this quick. So she took out my son to have drinks and dinner, and then brought him back. Came in, had a glass of wine. And then everyone started drinking, and she left, and then I sort of got not stuck, but I was partying with my kids all night, and it was great fun. They all stayed at the house and everything, but and my kids are older, so everyone.
Oh yeah, I mean, his kids are
all adults,
and one of them is an adult who lives with you.
That's true.
Yes, that's true. Hold on, just 1 second. Yes, sir.
We have 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Till you're 12 years old.
Not until just until the day I was born at 12:24 p.m.
Yeah.
Got it.
AM,
Okay.
PM.
So like
All right.
14 hours and 40 minutes till then.
Happy birthday, man.
Oh my God, my Uncle Bernie's in the chat room.
What's up, Uncle Bernie?
That's 15 hours and 4 minutes.
Love you too, buddy.
Hi, Uncle Bernie. He lives in New Orleans, by the way.
Dude, we should do a weekend at that dude's house.
He would probably have us there.
That would be awesome. Always wanted to do a weekend at Bernie's. Just please tell him not to die. So that was such a morning show joke right there.
I got it immediately, but I don't think he did.
Yeah,
I didn't get it
here's the
immediately.
thing. It was funny before I had to do the follow-up, and then once I had to do the follow-up to get him to get it, I was just like, fucking morning show joke. Like, I want to just shoot myself in the balls now. Like, it was way funnier than before. So you got to party with your kids, and then big announcement from you guys. Just so much going on. Brunch Club is back.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Started doing that the last few weeks, and Will comes every time.
Yeah,
If you
we're
guys-
gonna go.
If you guys remember back in the early shows, don't go too far back because we didn't get real good till
Jesus
like
Christ.
30. But in the early days of the show, Rich had this thing called Brunch Club, and they would brunch, and he would always try to get Casey and I to
Skip
go.
the Breakfast Club because that's where we talked to Mark about it.
Right? Yeah, Breakfast Club. What?
That
Oh.
was when you did Lunch Club.
Wasn't
Oh, is that it? Yeah, and so you guys had this thing called Brunch Club, and then me and Casey's dad came up with Lunch Club. We were gonna show up after brunch and be like, "What are you brunch clubbers doing on our turf? It's lunchtime." Snapping. But Will's been going, huh?
Yeah.
He's been every time. How many times is that?
Twice.
2 times.
Oh,
Two
yeah.
times.
2 times. But so this last time, I had to leave early to do some work stuff, and then I was meeting my whole family. We went to the Black Panther movie, and so I'm leaving the Black Panther movie like 3 or 4 hours later after I left brunch. And he's texting me going, "We just left brunch."
It was 4 o'clock.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Been there. Yeah.
So they were hammered.
That's awesome. Yeah. How'd you get home?
Well, I drove, so I drove. I'm not a big drinker.
I know that.
I meter it out. I was fine.
No, I
the
know that
girls
you're
were not.
I know that you don't really drink because.
Well, I mean, I drink, but I'm
I've
responsible.
never really hung out with you. And all I know is that the one time that you got like insane was at John's, and I don't even know if
Bachelor
you were
party.
even that insane that night. But
It was pretty insane.
Yeah.
apparently, you're a lot of fun.
Yeah, sure.
To hang out with.
Well, the people that I was with, they kept buying carafes of mimosas.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the only economical way to buy mimosas.
And I swear they must have had 8 carafes.
They
of
would do
mimosa.
really well with Casey and our little brunch club as well.
No,
Well-
that you'd hate the fist bumping. They were
So-
fist bumping way too much.
I do not like to fist bump.
They were doing
Not
it
one of my favorite
constantly.
things.
This brunch club involved boobs flashing,
Oh yeah. That's
Okay,
right.
into that.
people falling on the ground.
Okay. Yeah, I like what you've done here.
Will picking up a woman and putting her in the car.
Okay.
So she
all
could
right.
drive to
Wow.
Arlington.
She
Are you
wasn't
sure this wasn't our brunch club?
Yeah, it really does sound like our group of
I feel
friends.
like we didn't get invited to brunch one time.
Super drunk girl wasn't driving. It was her other friend who was
okay.
probably drunk was driving.
Yeah, this sounds like our little. It really does sound a lot like our little group. Maybe we'll combine groups, but they say never to do that. They
No,
say
it's always a bad idea.
never to combine friend groups. They say.
So I can't be in here.
Well, see, you're already in.
Oh.
Yeah, so we
yeah.
just. I just mean like.
Like any of our parties.
Yeah. No,
We can
I
find
just.
all of our friend groups. They just separate.
Yeah, everybody just separates. But like, it's like the time I was really, really close friends with Zach Malloy, and I had just met Linus, but it was obvious Linus and I were going to hit it off, and we all went to a bar, and 30 minutes in, those two were about to fist fight, and I was like, this did not work out well at all. Like, we just won't ever all hang out again. You know, let's just not do that.
I wonder who I would fight.
Probably no one, because you love people so much.
Yeah,
Just hug them.
Could be. Hey, let's talk about the movie
do
Captain America: Civil War. How about that?
Let's do it.
I do need to warn you guys. This is a Tim Tool and Matt Cardosi production. I want to thank our new supporters for $1 a month, not a show, a month. Rory Sweetman and Jeff Bell. Every week they get access to exclusive content that gets recorded before, during, and after 5 questions. $5 supporters include Alan Tysom and Haley Cheney. Hey, Haley from Cleveland. And they get, for $5 a month, access to the entire archive. So 110 episodes worth of anything that's chopped out of the show, pre-show stuff, and all of that. So, good for you guys. Grant Hill, again, one of my favorite rookie basketball players of all time, upped his pledge from $1 to $10 just because I made that joke on the last podcast, I believe.
You want to hear it again.
All of our executive producers do include our all of our executive. I'm sorry, I started thinking about something else. I noticed you took Tim and Matt out of this thing, and I think that's a good idea because they should
did?
have their own thing. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
Yeah. Well, no, it's better.
Okay.
It's like their production.
All right.
And then our executive producers are also our Patreon supporters.
Right.
And they include David Murray, Ashley C., Wendy Croft, who we'll hear from later on a game of 5 questions, Sheila Ray Wonder, David Dooley, Rodon James, who I saw many times during the UK tour. He's put some really cool photos that he took during the shows up on the internet. So if you're not on the Bowling for Soup fan page, go check that out over there, or just try to be friends with him. I'll take back everything that I just said about Tim Tool and Matt Cardosi because they're listed right here. They're also our corporate VPs. Chris Holt, who he interviewed me on the big tour.
On his show.
Yeah, on the
Yeah.
big tour. It was really, really
Awesome.
loud, but his questions were great. Big Chris Whitehead, who I did not recognize on the tour, but did recognize on Skype when we recorded 5 questions
That's
for
right.
later on tonight.
I had the opposite thing happen with me with him.
Okay.
I recognize him. Me and Rich
Yeah.
went and had like lunch with him one time.
Right,
But
yeah.
I was on stage and I felt someone pass by me or whatever, and I kind of like, hey, good to see you. And the guy like looked at me and it was like clearly not him, and I was just like, never mind, and just walked off. Like,
Oh, you thought it was Big
I
Chris
thought it
Whitehead.
was Chris and it wasn't.
Yeah. So, Chris, we did our best. Diane Small, Lucy Murray, who did 7 shows on the tour, flew all the way over to England and followed the tour around. Yep.
Yeah.
Got to see her live.
Wow.
Daniel Cotton, who did his first stint as assistant tour manager for Bowling for Soup on this tour. Jared Spear, my favorite. Shawnee Griffiths, Greg Pascal, Mark Ryan, Tyler McCullough, Shree Hurst. Oh, shit. I wasn't looking. Josh Millman, Jason Randall sitting right to my left. It's unbelievable. John Gickler, I still have your booze sitting right to my right. Unbelievable. Joel Robinson, Mike Breton, Katie Morgan, the breastfeeding mom of the show. Chris Jacobs, Brian
That's sitting
Dunning.
to your right.
What?
Chris Jacobs is sitting to your right.
Oh, fuck. I said the wrong thing. Sorry. God damn it.
Wait, who did you say?
I said Jason Randall. Sorry. I got on a roll.
Who the fuck are you again?
I don't even know. Hey, do you guys know who the fuck this guy is? Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, Jason Randall. You are not to my left. Rest assured. And if you're like, if his wife's probably going, what the fuck? Where were you?
You said you were at the store.
You said you were washing your hair. Katie Morgan, Chris Jacobs sitting right to my left. Brian Dunning, Paul Baums, aiding Amy Pitzinger. Gosh damn it. She's like a close friend and I just fucked up her name. Bodie Cooper, William Bryant, and Dom
According to Rich, her
Petretta.
husband fucked up her name.
Oh, you don't like that name?
What?
What? What happened?
What?
Nothing.
Captain America Civil War, ladies and gentlemen, released in 2016? Is that right?
Damn.
Holy crap, this is like a really new movie for us.
Yeah.
And there's the reason we're doing this.
Black Panther.
Oh, okay. So the movie about the Black Panthers.
Because he was introduced in this movie.
Got it. I didn't realize that they were doing like politics in the whole thing, like with the.
Yeah.
So this is about the Black Panther movement, and Forrest Gump's like, "I'm sorry, we had a fight at your Black Panther party." You know, I should have pulled that clip. It would be really, really. When we actually, everybody will forget about this.
No, you'll probably pull some Will Ferrell clip or something.
Probably so. You know what? You thought I was going to be mad that it was 2.5 hours, but I really did like it. I mean, I didn't think it was.
He was mad at first.
I mean, you know, PG-13, which I thought interesting. I mean, there's a lot of swearing in this, and we'll talk about that here in just a little bit. All right, here's the synopsis. Political involvement in the Avengers' activities causes a rift between Captain America and Iron Man. Fucking spot on. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
it's
bad.
really, really good.
Yeah.
Not the best. Top 10 for sure.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Yeah. Wait, 100%. All right, let's see what else is going on here.
Over to Rich for his alternative synopsis.
Captain America Civil War. Once again, Captain America regrets crashing that stupid plane into the ice. Half of his coworkers are being dicks to him. His best friend doesn't even remember him, and his girlfriend's tits are all saggy now. Also, she died.
Yeah, but you know, he's got her niece.
You know, she'd been from Texas. I bet those things would still be right up.
Oh,
here.
100%.
Absolutely true.
100%.
I had that
The day she
discussion
dies.
earlier.
Is it because of the humidity?
Yeah.
It's because once you have the surgery, they come with an air
It's all
pump.
about how close you are to the equator.
Is it?
So, 16 wins and 65 award nominations, 7.8 out of 10.
There's got to be like a lot of technical awards, including that we'd never
Gotta
ever hear
be
about.
some casting and some lighting and some
I don't know.
all kinds of shit for sure. Yeah, I mean, you know,
They probably got a lot of awards for that one scene with Robert Downey Jr. that we'll talk about later, but
$408 million box office.
it does well.
Damn, they're doing all right.
That's why they keep making
doing
them.
all right. This movie, of course, stars Chris Evans
Yeah, it
as
does.
Steve Rogers, Captain America. I told Rich earlier. I said, "Oh yeah, Casey will be up here. She's tired, but she'll be here." And he goes, "Oh, I know all Chris Evans movies."
I actually don't think I did. Did y'all do another Captain America one time?
Yeah.
I don't
We've
think I was
done-
on
Yeah,
that
you
one.
weren't in that one.
We've done all three. This is the only series.
I was
that we've
downstairs
done
rewatching the movie.
Three. This is the only series that we've ever done 3 motion pictures from.
No.
Yeah.
Did we do?
don't know
No,
if
we've
I've
done
done-
2. You've seen the second one on your own.
Oh, how come I went to see that?
With you and Jack saw it.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
And we have done 3 Star Wars movies though.
2.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So 2.
So the same, yeah.
Right. So
You
Rob,
did a
They're
two-parter.
both not 3.
right.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. is in this. He plays Tony Stark, who is also Iron Man. And again, I'd say this all the time. I don't really. I guess I just was out of the whole superhero thing. Mostly comic books. I mean, to me, superheroes were Super Friends, and then the Batman that was on television with the guy that's on Family Guy. You know that was really and then Spider-Man was on Electric Company, and I sat in his lap in like the 2nd or 3rd grade.
Right.
Yeah.
We saw the picture.
I remember showing you. So Iron Man was a Black Sabbath song, you know, and a very popular 80s watch.
That's true.
Yeah. Was that watch, I swear to God, this is just hitting me.
Waterproof.
Was it called Iron Man because of that character?
No.
No.
It's because of the Iron Man race.
Yeah. It was waterproof or whatever.
Good call, Will. Scarlett Johansson is also in this. You like Scarlett Johansson?
At times, yeah.
Yeah. Any Scarlett Johansson fans?
Same response. It
I
depends. Sometimes I really don't. And sometimes I'm like,
it just depends.
I still maintain her the pink panty scene in Lost in Translation when they're just hanging out in the hotel room and she starts to just lean over for the cup of tea or whatever that she's getting.
Was that her first movie?
No.
It's like her first big movie though.
No,
right?
She was in Ghost World. She was a lot younger with Thera Birch.
We couldn't look at her in her panties.
Was she nude in that?
No.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Anyway,
my uncle, who is now gay, used to sleep with Thora Birch.
Really?
Yep. Now they're just friends.
Unbelievable. Sebastian Stan is the Winter Soldier. I would think girls would think this dude was just the shit.
He did it for me. He was cool.
Okay, you know what happened was like every time he I don't know, anytime they were fighting and his hair would start like whipping around, he would stop looking like the person that he was and start looking like that older brother from Seventh Heaven.
100%.
And I'd
that is the most spot on description.
And I fucking hated that guy. So every time I'd see him, I'd be like, meh, I don't know.
Taylor Kitsch or whatever. Is that not? That's not him. It's
No.
they look alike though.
That is a fucking fantastic.
Do you know what I mean though?
100%.
So like I was like, eh.
Absolutely get it. Anthony Mackie plays Falcon or Sam Wilson. That dude's funny. Apparently he's like really, really funny in real life.
Okay.
Like people think of him as a very comedic guy. Don Cheadle, I mean, perhaps one of the most respected actors
right
that's out there. And I had no idea that he was
also very tiny.
I had no idea he was a superhero.
Yeah.
Well, he had to be because
fit in that suit.
Well, in training, he actually had to get in the suit with Robert Downey Jr. so he could learn all the controls. So they had to get like a really small guy. A lot of people don't know this. Sylvester Stallone was actually up for it, but they wouldn't let him in. Kiefer Sutherland, 2 inches too tall. So they got this fucking guy. Jeremy Renner plays Hawkeye. Now, I want to go through some of these superheroes.
Okay.
Do you want to do that now, or do you want to do it later?
Do it as we go, because he was so confused the whole time. Like, it's gonna take one at a time.
Either way.
If you're watching the stream, here's what's happening. I have a hair in my nose.
Yeah, I see that.
And it is.
Just rip it.
Just pull it out.
Pull it.
No,
pull
I
it.
think it's that. I think it's like out.
Jarrett started doing blow in the UK.
tickling
He's
you?
afraid to talk about it.
It's just tickling me, and I can't get it. Chadwick Boseman plays Black Panther, who I believe is.
What was he in before Black Panther? I don't.
We can find that out. Actually, super quick.
He's
It's
super cool to me.
It's unknowable.
Let's see. He was in Avengers Infinity. You know,
Gods of Egypt.
42.
He was in that.
Get On Up.
Justified.
Where he played.
He was in Justified.
Mm-hmm. He was on that series Lie to Me for a little bit.
He played James Brown in Get On Up.
A lot of bit parts, and then just more recently, doing better.
Message from the King. Do you
Yeah.
remember that one?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boy, they sent the king a message in this movie. I'll tell you that much. So that guy though, he's the Black Panther. They're saying this Black Panther is going to be like the biggest one yet, right? I mean, it's like
it's gangbusters right now.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. Now, do you think that that's because people are confused about what the movie is? Speaking of gangbusters, no, nothing on that one. Come on, what? That's good. That's a good fucking joke.
Good. Yeah.
I really.
It'll hit me on the rewatch.
I had no idea what this was about. By the way, Paul Bettany plays Vision. I didn't know who that guy was.
He's married to Jennifer Connelly.
Oh, she's a pretty lady.
Oh yeah, she is. Yeah, she's got some stuff and some things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Elizabeth Olsen plays the Scarlet Witch.
Is she one of the Olsen children?
She is.
Sister of the Olsen twins.
Mhm.
Wow.
What?
If you look at pictures of her in real life, she looks just like the rest of them all.
Yeah.
So
She's the prettier one though.
I've heard about her being in a bunch of movies and stuff, but
she was in Godzilla, right?
I don't
She
know.
was, yeah.
There is a 10 out of 10 chance I wouldn't have seen that. But I will say that I have heard that she's very pretty. She's very interesting looking.
I think she's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's good. Paul Rudd, everybody loves him. Emily Van Camp plays Sharon Carter, who is apparently the
Aaron Carter's mom.
CIA lady who is invincible, but she's just a human being.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. And then Tom Holland plays Spider-Man.
Right.
And then that's pretty much it. Now, you want me to tell? I should just do the other ones, right?
Do it.
Daniel Bruhl plays Zemo. Who's Zemo?
He's the German guy that's causing all the shit.
Yeah, his
Okay.
family
All
got
right. He's the
killed,
bad
yeah.
guy. Frank Grillo plays Crossbones.
Yep, in the beginning.
Honorable mention goes to William Hurt, one of the greatest actors actually of all time, playing Ross, and then Marissa Tomei, who makes an appearance as Spider-Man's aunt.
As a hot Spider-Man's aunt.
Yeah, I approve.
I'm fine with it.
It's totally fine.
Why is Marissa Tomei so pretty?
Because of God.
She's a vegan, probably, or something stupid like
There's
that.
no way that's true.
Because of God.
There's no way that's true.
She is an attractive lady.
Yeah.
I know what it is.
Hmm.
Her parents had sex, and their DNA combined and made her, and she's eats right and got good grades, and stayed off the heroin.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I think that
broke
last
off
part.
the relationship with Robert Downey Jr.
Right.
at the right time.
Yeah.
Probably.
Right.
All right, here we go.
He does miss you when you're not here. And frankly, you're going to miss us. Because this is the last time we're all going to be together. You know what's about to happen. Say something. If you don't, you'll regret it.
I love you, Dan. And I know you did the best you could. That's how I wish it happened. Binarily augmented retroframing, or BARF. God, I gotta work on that acronym. An extremely costly method of hijacking the hippocampus to clear traumatic memories. It doesn't change the fact that they never made it to the airport, or all the things I did to avoid processing my grief.
Doesn't this change everything? Did
About
that blow
what?
you away?
Does it change? Question: do you mean like in life, or
Did this scene blow you away? That you were staring at 20-year-old Robert Downey Jr.
Well, I knew that it was computer generated, and I'll tell you why.
because he's not 20 years.
Well, no, because he wasn't wearing a prison outfit and he didn't have cocaine on his mouth. I would have been able to pick that out. So I know for sure that
wasn't previously
this
shot
was
footage.
they didn't shoot this earlier.
Maybe they had such forward thinking they just knew this would happen, so they filmed it a long time.
I thought it was.
That's
really
what
cool.
I'm saying. He would have been wearing shackles. No, I thought it was awesome. It took me a minute to figure out, what was going on. I actually thought it was great. They made him look really, really young.
And that changes everything because now when when normal movies, low budget movies, they're going to play some actor that kind of looks similar if he has to be older later on in the movie. Now that you can just computer generate that
I don't
shit.
know what you're talking about. Because I, Tanya, just won all the awards. Did you see that?
No.
And she looked older when she was playing her 14-year-old self. It was fucking ridiculous.
Well, really? Hold on.
Yeah.
That's what I meant by I didn't understand your question. Doesn't that change everything?
Yeah.
Because that you meant
He thought you meant the Iron Man stuff, and he has not followed.
How they'll computerize. I mean, how they'll do like younger people or whatever.
Right.
But I mean, it's kinda. I mean, I
'Cause
guess.
that
I mean,
bring-
but dude, they made a whole movie out of Princess Leia. And she's dead. Shit! Spoiler alert! Carrie Fisher fucking died.
That's not a spoiler.
everyone
that's
knows that.
life.
Oh, everybody knows that. Oh, fuck. Sorry, guys.
It's not a movie plot. It's life.
Jesus Christ.
She didn't die. Roadhouse. Yeah, I thought that this CGI was better than the one from Rogue One.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And which is weird because Jesus, they didn't have a bigger budget on Star Wars.
But this scene still, I thought, looked creepy. Like it creeped me out in a weird computer generated way. That it took me out.
But if you didn't know,
I knew immediately.
But if you didn't know that wasn't really him, would it have?
Yeah, it looked computer animated to me.
Okay. So give us 3 more years.
But
I
sure.
kind of didn't know.
No,
I said it. I was like, I can't believe they made him look that young.
That's exactly.
I really
so,
didn't.
No, and I didn't even think about it being computer
He wasn't gonna
generated
out me, but-
until
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
I didn't. Even after you said that, I was like, yeah, they.
Like, I mean, I figured they used some like airbrushing and some things and
Right.
you know some computer stuff. But I didn't think like that's not him.
I was super impressed by the original Captain America where they made him look small.
Yeah,
Yes.
that
Yeah,
was
same
crazy.
kind
That's
of
where
thing.
it all started. Was
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
movie, right?
Yeah, definitely. And so his dad's the guy from Mad Men.
Mm-hmm.
You know, chain
Oh,
smoker.
yeah. Oh, did
dude.
you watch Mad Men?
I watched the first 2 seasons.
Okay, and you didn't stick with it, or you just got busy?
I got busy and I was trying to watch it on the road.
And nothing happened. And you just didn't know what to do anymore.
Kinda, but like
It's so good. Though.
there was
The whole-
nobody.
every season.
I don't know. It's so much easier to watch any sort of show when you have somebody to talk to about it, or at least look forward to.
You can
with
talk
it.
to me, Jarrett.
Yeah, but you're gonna be. You know what I did the other day? Gary started watching. Fuck, what shows do we watch? Something. Oh shit! And I go, "Oh, you're here when that thing happens," and he goes, and he's like,
The Walking Dead.
No, it's not that. God damn it! What, babe? Come on, hurry! What shows do we watch? We watch Orange is the New
Runway.
Black, Project Runway, RuPaul, Teen Mom,
Mom.
OG,
Ink Master.
Ink Masters.
Sounds like a lot of reality TV.
We watch a lot. We watch a lot of shit.
I can't fucking think of what,
What
it
else did-
was, but
was it a
anyway,
Netflix
I
one?
Not Lost.
Definitely not lost.
totally screwed him over. Like I totally
Oh,
thought
you
he was
spoiled it?
somewhere
Was it Game
where
of
he
Thrones?
wasn't. No, I'll think of it in
Because
a
that's
minute,
the
but
worst. If you like
The
screw somebody
Expanse,
over on that.
No.
I absolutely screwed him
Homeland?
over, and I felt really. It was Homeland, and you and I didn't watch it. I watched
I was
three
like, I've
seasons
never
of
watched
that. I watched 3 seasons of that, and I didn't.
Oh, and you
I-
told him someone was
with
dead.
who, Jared?
I
Who
thought
were you
I
watching
only
that with?
watched. I thought I only watched 1 season. Apparently, no.
Yeah, you told him someone was dead.
I told him
no.
I told him I go, oh yeah, but this is when he's like doing this and this, and he goes, I don't think so. And I go, wait a minute, has this happened yet? And he goes, no, and I'm like, oh my god, like I felt really.
I
bad.
started that This Is Us show because everyone said it was going to be like really good while you were gone because I didn't think you had any interest in watching it. And so
What? That's right up his alley to cry as much as possible.
I don't know, but not really, not to like sit down and watch TV. It's like
Oh, I'm not
murder.
gonna do that.
No,
No,
he wouldn't.
no,
like
no,
that's
not
like
for
a
television.
show for myself.
Yeah.
But somebody like told me like I was like, oh, I'm gonna start watching that. Like Jared's gone, I'm gonna start watching it this week, and they were like, oh, and they started talking about it, and just straight gave me this like finale
Are you serious?
spoiler.
Yeah,
I was like, well,
no,
maybe-
not
maybe
with
it'll
TV.
be like a
TV is an
Quentin
escape.
Tarantino movie where I already know what happened. Now they're gonna tell me the story of how it happened. But
There's a reason why we like
that the
mindless
plot of that
television.
entire
It's
show?
because it's something you
Yeah.
can watch and not have to like. It doesn't affect you in any way. You don't think about it or whatever. But anyway, so question for you guys, comic book nerds. You guys already know that his parents died before this? I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, just because it's common knowledge.
he's never seen any of the Iron Man movies.
Yeah, we know they're dead.
This story and the comic books don't jive up.
Okay, cool, awesome.
They're different. They are based on the movies are based on the comics.
Well,
but
fuck, the comic books rewrite themselves every
yeah, the
10
storylines
years
don't.
anyway.
Did Tony Stark's dad though create Captain America?
No,
Not
Oh.
in the comic books.
no.
Not in the comic books, but in the movies.
In the movies,
he did.
No.
Stark Industries created like his shit, right? Like how to like
In
make
the
him
movie,
into
he
a.
did.
In the movie, he
Yeah.
created a shield. He didn't create Captain
He didn't
America.
create the machine
hold
to
on.
make him into Captain America in the movie.
Hold on,
He was there when it happened.
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Hold on. Very important.
He was there when it
The
happened.
reason why that he was killed in that car wreck is because what was in the back of his car, and those were the 5 vials that went into
Right.
the people that they made bad
Right,
guys.
right,
So
right.
he had something to do. with it.
he was in the room when Captain America was made.
Got it.
Yeah.
But it was the Stanley Tucci guy that was the real brains behind that.
Right. Gotcha. Okay. Well,
Yeah, but they were still creating a weapon. He had to have been involved in.
No, he was involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, those vials were Captain America's blood.
Yeah, he was just.
oh,
taking
they're just vials of his blood
To try to
put
recreate
into
the serum. Yeah.
other people, whatever, and he made them stronger or whatever, where they would have been able to.
The super soldier serum.
Right.
Right.
Did in any other comic books are they ever a reality or anything, or I mean like
The Winter Soldiers.
Oh, the Winter Soldiers for sure in the comic books.
I mean like the multiple ones, like the ones not just the Winter Soldier.
Maybe I didn't read every single
Got it.
comic book.
All right. Well, you know
Well,
what?
you're
We did it.
fired.
Let's get into A chords.
Accords?
For the past 4 years, you've operated with unlimited power and no supervision. That's an arrangement the governments of the world can no longer tolerate. But I think we have a solution. The Sokovia Accords, approved by 117 countries, it states that the Avengers shall no longer be a private organization. Instead, they'll operate under the supervision of a United Nations panel only when and if that panel deems it necessary.
The Avengers were formed to make the world a safer place. I feel we've done that.
Tell me, Captain, do you know where Thor and Banner are right now? If I misplaced a couple of 30 megaton nukes, you can bet there'd be consequences. Compromise, reassurance. That's how the world works.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, if you're going to get technical about it,
Hey,
I mean,
before we start talking about the Accords, can we talk about the obvious hairpiece in the room? Did anybody catch that?
On who?
I wasn't looking during the movie or just now.
I can't see the screen, so.
I thought you were going to go for William Hurt, but actually, Chris Evans is wearing a hairpiece. He has to be.
I'm sure.
Did no one notice that? It, like, his hair is so fake. The way it's like standing up in the front, it's just not. It's not real, and I don't think that's what his real hair looks like anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's losing his hair and so he wears that, or
Kind of like Donald Trump.
You know what? You made a comment about me pulling a Will Ferrell a Will Ferrell thing earlier, and it's so weird because it's fucking spot on, but I fucking forgot to play it. Because
what scene?
It's whenever he just goes, "I love you, Dad," you know, whatever. Because then I was gonna go. Hold on.
Glad and excuse
Damn
me.
it, I had it queued up.
See, Frank's dad made it out. That's awesome. I haven't seen him in like 8 years. That's great. Congratulations.
I love you, Dad.
Anyway, there's a bit that didn't work. Tried to go back and grab it. This whole thing is bullshit. All things are like anytime you're fighting any sort of thing, how do you fight the Winter Soldier or these other things without superpowers? And
yeah, it's not their fucking fault.
If you fight them without them, they're going to be shooting cannons and stuff at things. Or what do you...
They were shooting a nuclear weapon at the city to destroy those things in the, what was it, the first Avengers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first of it. They were going to nuke the city.
Yeah, they were going to nuke New York.
Right.
Yeah, and they stopped them from having to nuke New
crazy.
York.
There's going to be casualties. It's sad.
Well,
you
and
know
there's
what I mean?
there is a third option that they didn't say, and that's how about I just do what I want in my own country because I'm a free citizen, and if you other countries don't want me to fucking help, fine.
Great.
I don't even want to talk like superhero politics with you.
Well, they're saying their whole beef was that, you know, oh, you can't go into these other countries.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll stay in the United States. I'm fine with that.
I don't guess I disagree.
Right?
If you want to send us over to take care of such and such.
If they give us an invite to their country,
Yeah.
we'll be happy to fly over there and help them
Please
out.
come over here and take care of these nuclear bombs we've just built.
All of the Avengers are not Americans.
Well, whatever. I mean,
Right.
whatever the country that
Well,
they're from.
let's be fair.
I'm
Most
talking
of
about
them
Captain
are-
America.
If they're funny, they're probably from Canada.
That's
like
Ant-Man.
Wolverine.
Right. Yeah.
Wolverine.
Yeah. There you go.
Canada?
Yeah, totally.
So the Hell Hydra thing where he drowns the guy in the sink, that's pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And
I've done like a crunch up and like laid his neck down and been fine.
Yeah, I
don't
didn't
know. I
feel
have
like
some
the
theories
physics
we can get out of
were
that.
working there.
Eventually, you'd get tired though. Like
Oh, maybe
eventually,
that's
you'd get tired of like you'd eventually have to dip down and get the water in your. It would eventually get you. I mean, you can't.
Did you do like crunches?
Yeah.
Again, what I just said. Eventually, you would some water would get in there. It would cause you to cough. You'd fucking drown.
I feel like you could figure it out.
They needed to speed it
My
up.
neck's
try
pretty
it.
fat. I think
Let's
I'd
try it. Let's videotape it. Let's see what happens.
But I was just sitting there, and so this is the scene where.
But Rich is doing it.
I started thinking. I'm just like, you know, it's so much different than comic book movies in the past, because, and maybe this has been ongoing for longer than I'm giving it credit for, but they just fucking kill people now. They don't give a shit. Like and even on camera, just fuck it, just slice them open and shit, blow them up, and also they swear a lot. Like this movie,
I
there's
didn't
a
notice, but I
there's
don't.
a lot of
I only
shits.
notice swears
But there
when I'm
isn't
with
any
kids.
fucks, and I think that's
they
the
said,
rule.
"God damn it, shit."
God damn it, it's a
ass.
swear word.
I think in the context that you use it,
Like if I said, "God damn it, Jarrett."
My mom will look at
that's swearing.
Oh, that was Hank Hill. God damn it. That's what you sounded like.
God damn it, Bobby.
Yeah.
God damn it, Bobby. But if you're like, God damn this glass, and then that's not good. Yeah, I don't know. We're
My
gonna need
mom's
to go
the
to the
most
chat room on that.
foul-mouthed human of all time, and anytime I've been like, God damn it, which is all the time, she's like, Casey. I'm like, you just called somebody a flapping twat 5 seconds ago.
Right.
And it was a
Yeah.
grown man at a grocery store.
Exactly.
Like, it was weird.
There's not
And I'm
even
like,
any wind blowing.
Oh, God damn it. Casey, come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Say you're sorry up there.
Peggy.
And now, I would like to invite Sharon Carter to come up and say a few words.
Margaret Carter was known to most as a founder of S.H.I.E.L.D. But I just knew her as Aunt Peggy. She had a photograph in her office. Aunt Peggy standing next to JFK. As a kid, that was pretty cool. But it was a lot to live up to, which is why I never told anyone we were related. I asked her once how she managed to master diplomacy and espionage in a time when no one wanted to see a woman succeed at either. And she said, compromise where you can. Where you can't, don't. Even if everyone is telling you that something wrong is something right. Even if the whole world is telling you to move. It is your duty to plant yourself like a tree, look them in the eye and say no. You move.
Not gonna talk to me like that in my bar.
So,
she's like a really attractive bird. That's what she looks like.
I was gonna comment on her. It's so funny. She's
bird-like.
She used to be on the show Brothers and Sisters.
I watched it.
Yeah, I liked
Sally
that
Field.
show. Yeah, and it was really good. It was kind of drama but funny, and it had the acting.
It
was
got old
fucking
after a
great.
while, but
yeah, but 3 or 4
she was
seasons.
the
I think I watched.
estranged daughter
Like
or whatever.
the dad had an affair, and so all the kids wouldn't
Yeah.
accept her, but then some did or whatever. But the stepmom always did.
Right.
She always wanted her around with her. But I didn't like her then. Like I didn't.
Oh, really?
I get
did.
it. You
I
know?
watched it because of her and the. I guess it was the young kid that sort of had a little.
Yeah, he was great.
They were kind of attracted at first or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Weird.
That was a good. Yeah. So yeah, it's a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she
was on Revenge too. a
Okay,
show
that's what
called
I was gonna say.
Oh.
I mean, then they gave her that show. That was her show, and then
Right.
she got another show, and then another. So I was just like, I guess I was missing something. I guess people really did like her because I didn't. But she's fine here. I mean, whatever. I can
And
take it or leave
I
it.
guess we should talk about Agent Carter's show a little bit too.
Yeah.
So Peggy Carter, in the picture,
Okay.
was from the first movie. Well,
Okay.
she got her own TV show called Agent Carter.
All right.
and
2
that ran
seasons.
for 2 seasons.
Yep.
Yeah, that was really good.
It
It's
was
worth
good.
a watch. It's on Netflix, I think.
So this is where it starts to get. I mean, it's just it's hard because you say, well, you don't have to have seen this to understand this, but the way my mind works is, well, I really do. I really need to understand how
Right.
this
Well,
person knows.
Peggy
this
was a
person.
big part of the first Captain America movie.
Yeah.
Huge part.
She was like his first.
They never even did any.
Yeah.
They didn't
They didn't even kiss.
Yeah.
But they loved
That
each other.
sucks.
They did.
Well, you know what?
In the comic book, though, Captain America dates her niece. They're like
well, in this one, they were making out.
they
so.
they bonk.
They do it.
Yeah.
They poke out in the harness.
See, that's why we can't use
That's
it.
why we can't do
Is that
this.
why?
Or
Damn
is
it.
that why you want to use it? Yeah. So
Only 2 dates. so I
More
don't
shit
know.
blows up, and then Casey points out that the one dude is the Black Panther guy, and I go, how the fuck do you know all this stuff? Like, she's literally like, the whole movie is telling me. It's like
She
me.
watches commercials.
It's like me, like,
I know
it's
all
like
this
me
shit.
watching like an 80s comedy movie with her and going, okay, you got to hear this. Next line. Stop looking at your phone. So she's like explaining
Yeah,
to
he goes,
me.
how do you know all this stuff? I'm like, because I had like a whole life before I met you. Like, and all of it consisted of watching comic book movies with Gabe.
So this
I
is
didn't know
you don't count this as sci-fi because you hate sci-fi.
No, I don't. I like the comic. I'm not like a comic book nerd, but I'm a comic book movie nerd for
Okay,
sure. I've seen
all right.
all of them, but
Gabe is her best friend for those who, and he's.
I know he wanted to
he's
be
a
on this
boy.
podcast, but I knew because it wasn't on a Friday, he wouldn't come.
Yeah, and actually, I should have asked Eric Chandler to come on this too. He would have done really well. So next,
Well, we have tons coming up. We got Ant-Man and Avengers. They're
cool.
all
Yeah,
coming
it'd
up,
be any of these with like crazy stories.
Yeah, so any new character that came in, I'm like, okay, this is who this is.
Yeah, because I definitely didn't know.
What did you think about the scene? I think this movie has really great scenes like this, where he's having this pool of what should I do. She gets up there and then she basically says, you know, stand your ground.
Yeah.
You know, I thought it was filled with scenes like this that gave it a little more oomph or gravitas than the normal, you know, punch him out Superman, Batman bullshit.
It must have given it an odd underlaying that I didn't pick up on here, because Casey then started to think that this girl was trying to sort of set him up.
Oh, no.
Because she had said, you know, when she gave him all
Yeah, I
the
was
stuff,
like, I
whatever.
don't know about her.
And so you thinking that at this speech, it sort of lends itself to that opinion.
Well, I think she knew because she's in the know of everything. She knew that the Accords were happening because she
Right.
is involved, and she was sort of signaling to him, you stick with what your gut is,
Right.
and stand your ground and
Yeah.
say fuck them.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he definitely did. He doesn't sign the stuff, and but you know, I gotta just take a minute and say something about this fucking Bucky. Like, this guy's nothing but trouble. It just
Everyone
seems
has
like,
that friend, though, you know.
It just seems like you can't fucking go anywhere with
I
this
know
guy.
this guy.
And some shit's getting blown up, and this guy's always taking the rat. And, you know, his parents are mad at him and shit because there's something that Bucky. Well, that was Bucky, but you know, I'll take that. Yeah, Dad, that was
He's a
me.
really nice guy. I
Bucky
swear.
sleepover. You know, it's like
Parents are like, I don't know.
Bucky never remembers last night. You know, he's just like, oh, what the fuck did I do, dude? It's not what, it's who, and it's bad. It's really, really bad. We're taking you to the clinic. Why? Did my arm get ripped off? Herpes. Oh shit. I mean, Bucky is like that friend, right?
Yeah.
So in the comic books for so there was a series, like an event called Civil War in Marvel.
Right.
And it kind of goes along this lines, but it all happened differently, and it was caused by a different thing. Captain America gets killed. He gets shot and dies, right? And Bucky becomes Captain America.
Okay, Casey pointed that out.
I did tell him that.
Okay, so that's the rumor also that Steve Rogers' contract's up after the Infinity Wars, and that this Bucky guy might take his place as Captain America as he did in the comics.
Yeah, I think
that's the rumor.
And then even later than that, I think Falcon becomes Captain America for a little while too.
That makes more sense because they're like buddies and stuff.
Well, you got to go get the fucking shot and then learn how to do that shield thing, right?
No, they're just good fighters, so they can fake it.
Really?
Well, I don't think Bucky has the shot, right?
Yeah.
He is the same. He has all.
Well,
those
they
same
knew
powers.
that Bucky wasn't Captain America. Captain America got killed like on camera in the comic books. They knew he was.
Yeah, it wasn't like he was pretending.
Yeah.
Right. How can you kill him?
He's not
killable.
Invincible.
You can chop his head off.
Well, you can't like. Oh.
He can get shot by a bullet and die.
But
he's not Superman. He's just got like.
He doesn't have
he can-
impenetrable skin or anything.
But
No, that's why he has a shield.
Is his suit bulletproof?
I don't know.
He should just get one of
Well,
those
if it
Black
isn't,
Panther suits.
it should be.
That guy just like bing, 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 bing.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
What?
Black Panther suit.
Yeah, it's vibranium.
Yeah, the Black Panther suit.
They should
is-
just all get one of those, right?
I wondered that. I wondered, like, why do you... Okay, so, like, who's got the best of what? Let's all combine all of our
Funding.
shit.
It's just all funding.
You know, I mean, it must be. Yeah. Because Stark, outside of the thing, isn't... And he hasn't even
No.
asked the suit how to fight.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, he's just
Analyze.
like, analyze.
I can't do it.
He absolutely could have that thing remote itself, right?
Right.
Why is he fucking in
The
it?
suit?
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
he
You can
has.
and he has 14 suits.
Yeah.
Come help me out, suits.
Why are you even in the suit?
Exactly.
Oh, that's a good point.
He's
yeah,
like,
they'd
you
be
know,
like
he's got
little,
like real bad FOMO.
little
Just
Iron
wants to
Man.
make sure he knows what's going
And why
on.
is he doing hand to hand? He's got everything that can fly everywhere. You can have like wallets fly there.
It's like Batman versus Superman bullshit is what it is.
You're right. I fucking hate this movie.
Yeah,
now.
because if you get in a fight though, like it's like a regular person. He's like, "What? You didn't even fucking. It's a fucking rookie shot. You fucking side blasted my face off. You didn't even use your fists." So he has to like do it. Like, fine, I'll use my imaginary technology fists and fight you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
You get it.
Why doesn't he just walk around in that Hulkbuster armor all the time?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about right now. And that's fine.
When stolen Wakandan vibranium was used to make a terrible weapon, we in Wakanda were forced to question our legacy.
That was in the Age of
Those
Ultron.
men and women killed in Nigeria were part of a goodwill mission from a country too long in the shadows. We will not, however, let misfortune drive us back. We will fight to improve the world we wish to join. I am grateful to the Avengers for supporting this initiative. Wakanda is proud to extend his hand in peace. Everybody get down!
Fuck.
Well, that sucks.
Did we mention we just spent a whole day watching like Unabomber show? I was like, I'm so sick of watching people get blown up.
Yeah.
It's exhausting.
It really
we
is.
talked about it on the pre-show.
Yeah, it's like it's that, and just like even opening mail. I'm just like,
Yeah, I know. We watched it. We had like a whole stack of Amazon boxes at the front of the house. I'm like, you should probably check what's in there. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah. I don't know about opening this one. Get one of the kids. You know. Well, I don't know. Not really a whole lot to say about that. I mean,
just
you
love-
know, it's you know, I think that this movie looks cool. Like this looked cool.
Yeah.
It looked like, you know, they're just at like a cool human meeting or whatever, but still it's not like it just looks badass.
Yeah, it's kind of epic a little bit.
Yeah.
I think there's like I was talking about, it has those moments. I think there's a lot of cool motivations in the movie as to why they do things. Now, if you watch the how it should have ended stuff, they tear this movie apart. It's like it could have ended 50 times. Fine, I agree with all those things, but I still love the movie, and I think that the motivations that each of the characters find seem genuine to me. You know, as far as like his father getting blown up by what he thought was the Winter Soldier. Then you've got Tony Stark, who finds out that he had to do with killing that kid because he meets that the lady, the mom in the hallway.
Right, yeah.
And then you got Steve Rogers, who didn't do shit, just trying to help people out, you know, and he's trying to help his buddy out. And he
It's
knows
this
he
Bucky.
didn't do it. It was just all these things, and then the guy who's the protagonist, who his family, we find out at the end, his family got killed, and that's why he's trying to, and he knows he can't do anything about it except get them to fight each other. I don't know. I just thought it was really a cool, complex story that was interesting throughout, had good action, but it wasn't like Superman v Batman action that was
Bullshit,
just
yeah.
bullshit, dumb shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of gray motivation here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No one's really right or wrong.
Good.
And they're not
Very,
beating you over
very-
the head with it.
Yeah. That's a very good point.
Yeah,
That,
I finished up his good point.
Yeah, no, you're right though. I mean, that like there really is no, because I started thinking about that, and I was just like, well, there really isn't a right or wrong answer here. I mean, it's like you can go with the war is war, but you know,
Right.
fuck, you know, you don't know really. But I do think getting them to fight one another is brilliant. But I do agree that like you have this huge epic battle, and it's just like all these people that are coming in, and then it's just like, oh, we've got to go do it again. You know what I mean? And then I don't know. I just feel like enough time would have passed, even and Tony Stark would have seen so much if I'm picking the ending apart.
Yeah, which you could.
you would be able to convince yourself to say, dude, the guy was out of his mind. He didn't know what the fuck. He doesn't know that he did that.
Right. Yeah.
You know, there's no possible ways, you know, that he would know that. You're going into this building with him as your ally, forgiving him of everything else that he's done.
Right.
That's been terrible. Right? I mean, millions or hundreds of people.
But the beginning of the movie basically brought up the fact that it's traumatic for him that his family died. And then he literally just sees it on a fucking computer while he's standing right next to the guy.
Watches him do it, yeah.
And he just loses his shit.
Right. To me, and again, wouldn't you be mad at the people that got him to go do that to your parents? You know, because he
totally.
was,
But you're still standing in the room with the person you just watched strangle your mom in a video. That's a little.
I get it, but I think after being punched in the face enough times, I could be like, you know what, guys, let's fucking go find that Russian guy.
I think they get over it because Thanos is looking for a glittery glove or something in the next movie.
Yeah, they'll get over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd think so.
German special forces approaching from the south.
Understood. Do you know me?
You're Steve. I read about you in a museum.
They've set the perimeter.
I know you're nervous. And you have plenty of reason to be. But you're lying.
I wasn't in Vienna. I don't do that anymore.
They're entering the building.
Well, the people who think you did are coming here now. And they're not planning on taking you alive.
That's smart. Good strategy.
They're on the roof. I'm compromised.
Seventh heaven.
This doesn't have to end in a fight, Buck.
It always ends in a fight.
5 seconds.
You pulled me from the river. Why?
I don't know.
3 seconds.
Yes, you do.
I just love their sort of relationship. Like,
it's like brotherly.
Yeah, it's because he's like, Captain America's so good, and the other guy is like, I know you see good in me. I don't see it, but I'm intrigued by the way that you trust in me as this friend that you had in me one day. I don't know. It's just really dynamic.
It's a lot of love that it's because it's a superhero movie. You got to believe it, but as just a regular human being, it's unbelievable because
true.
Like, you got some great friends growing up, but there's kind of only so much you can take. Like,
but you're not no one's as good as Captain America.
Maybe
He's
that's
just
true.
so good.
Maybe that's true. I definitely.
That guy's I think he might be one of my favorite characters now, the Winter
I feel
Soldier
like
guy.
nobody could fuck over
He
my
was
mom
so
enough
good in
for
this-
her to not be their friend anymore.
Really?
From high school. It's weird.
Yeah, I mean, given a little bit of time for
Yeah,
sure.
like a month or two.
It's here where I realize that I really didn't think that he was the one that I knew that it wasn't him.
I think you're
did
supposed
the
to know
bump.
that
Are
by
you
now.
supposed to know
Yeah,
that now?
yeah.
Oh, okay. And then them letting you in on that is why you sort of see Captain America's side, and then not knowing from the other people's side, But again, they've got cell phones. Why don't they just call each other and be like,
Exactly.
"Hey, it wasn't him."
And hi, I'm Captain America. I literally never lie.
Right.
I am always doing good.
Yeah.
Why would I lie now?
Exactly.
Just trust
It
me on this.
wasn't
He
him.
was framed.
Don't trust
Yeah.
the government, man.
Yeah. Well.
Oh
that's
shit, my
true,
phone's not working. Hey, can I borrow your phone?
Yeah.
I got to call this guy and let him know this thing.
Plus, Captain America is on the outs from the government, so there is
Yeah.
that as well. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Well, what are
Fight.
you gonna do?
You're gonna fight.
You're gonna fight. Clip.
Do you know, I don't know what this is. Not really.
It's the Mind
I
Stone.
know it's not of this world. It empowered Loki's staff, gave you your abilities, but its true nature is a mystery. And yet it is part of me.
Are you afraid of it?
I wish to understand it. The more I do, the less it controls me. One day, who knows, I may even control it.
I don't know what's in this, but it is not paprika. I'm gonna go to the store. I'll be back in 20 minutes.
Alternatively, we could order a pizza.
Vision, are you not letting me leave?
It is a question of safety.
I can protect myself.
Not yours.
I would have been like, Chinese food, you got a deal. I'll stay. Fine, I'll stay.
So that's the Olsen twins' sister?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
something else. Can you tell us about the Infinity Stones?
Yep, that was the Mind Stone.
Okay. And what are the other ones?
Fucking A.
Caught you off
The
guard.
Time Stone, the fucking Power Stone. I don't know. They all fit into the Infinity Gauntlet, which is the next Avengers movie.
Kidney
Right.
stone.
Rolling Stone.
Did you
Gallstone.
Kidney down. Yeah. So, Soul Stone.
Yeah.
Bernie said. So the next
Stone Sour.
the next Avengers movie is gonna have this big baddie called Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
We saw him in the Guardians of the Galaxy when we watched that. He's the guy sitting in the chair.
Yeah.
All right, so he's gonna take that stone somehow from him, and the stone from the first Captain America, that square one, right?
The Tesseract.
Tesseract, and then a few other ones
Yep.
from other movies.
Guardians of the Galaxy had one. Thor 2 had one.
Right, and he's gonna put him in this gauntlet, and it's gonna make him like the most powerful guy in the universe or whatever. And then that's what that whole movie is gonna be about: is fighting him with every single character in Marvel.
Yeah.
Is there not like somewhere where there's like and I'm not trying to be funny, like where there's like a outline of all this, like how it all fits together?
Yeah, it's called Wikipedia.
Okay, I didn't mean for a smart answer. I just mean like seriously, like
Yeah, there is.
because it's wicked hard to keep all this straight, like how everything
Yeah, 'cause
goes.
you're kind of
into-
watching sporadically.
Yeah.
Like most of us have been watching it in
Yeah.
order of how we're supposed to be doing it. But
Like
yeah,
in the next Avengers movie, that'll have Doctor Strange. Well, you probably didn't watch the Doctor Strange movie.
No.
So
man,
that's
we
another
No,
thing.
okay, so I guess that's what I mean. Like, is there maybe even easier thing to is there like a list of like,
There is a
okay,
list.
you start with this one, and
I
then
did
you
it.
go to this one, and okay,
I went back and watched them all in the order
right.
that they tell you to watch them in.
There's a lot of movies.
It just
Yeah,
seems
it
like
was-
a lot.
it
it took a
seems like
couple weeks.
so much though. It seems like there's there's the television shows too. So then there's
Right.
the Flash was a TV show,
You got
right?
Shield, Flash
Shield.
is DC, so you
Oh,
got
okay.
Shield and Agent Carter, and that was it.
Well, then there's the Netflix ones, but they're not really merging those together.
Yeah.
What about that show, The Commish? Did that have anything to do with with this at all?
I think that's
No?
Batman.
Oh, okay.
No, that's the Thing.
Oh, okay.
The commish is the Thing.
Got it.
He played the Thing.
Got it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, 10, or 11. It's the Richter scale again.
Build-A-Girl edition.
Oh,
God.
Before we go into this, what do we think about her accent?
Who?
The Olsen
It's
twin.
stupid.
Yeah, because I'm kind of an expert on Russian accents now, and I don't think it's good.
I don't think.
Oh, she's supposed to be Russian?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
whole time.
Sokovia.
Oh.
Well,
Well,
I feel like
it's
she
like
kept,
I think it's
I feel
supposed to be
like
like
she kept
hungry or
forgetting
something.
to
Yeah.
do it. Like
Oh
sometimes she
man,
was
I
and she
didn't pick up on even there being an accent. I swear I didn't. I
didn't-
mean,
you didn't
You
hear
felt
her
like
trying
they,
to.
maybe she was tired.
She was trying to sound like she was from Transylvania or some
she
stupid
just
shit.
goes, "We're out of paprika. I'm gonna go get some takeout." Like
You know,
I-
we watch Vampirina though all the time, and she's from Transylvania, and her accent's pretty neutral.
No, I'm being serious. Just in the scene that we just watched, she goes,
play it again. You'll hear it a
"Yeah,
little bit.
Okay, all right. I'll just play that part."
All right.
You know, I don't know what this is. Not really. I know it's not of this world, but it powered Loki's staff, gave you your abilities a bit. It's
That's
truly
not how she gets her abilities in the
a
comic.
mystery. And yet it is part of me.
Are you afraid of it?
I wish to understand it. The more I do, the less it controls me. One day, who knows, I may even control it.
I don't know what's in this, but it is not paprika. I'm gonna go to the store. I'll be back in 20 minutes.
No,
Yeah,
It's
a
like
bad accent.
super faint.
no.
I want to have that. Like, I wanted to have the same scene where he's talking about his little stone on his forehead, but he's talking about his penis. Try it over again. Listen real quick.
Well, it'd be funnier if she was talking about her penis and he says, "You get your power from that staff."
No, it's his. Try it. Seriously. Just listen again. Think about penises.
In the comic books, the Scarlet Witch is a mutant.
Yeah.
She doesn't
but
get her.
they're not even allowed to allude to that. Though,
They can now because they own Fox.
Now.
Okay,
I wanna
just
see
do
some
it.
new
Just the
X-Men.
first part. Do it.
So she's an X-Men.
Yeah.
She's a mutant.
So
not
now
an
we have to
X-Men.
fucking watch all the X-Men's.
Yeah,
The
we're gonna
X-Men
do
are
that
awesome.
Jesus Christ.
We'll knock
You
them
know,
out.
I don't know what this is.
She's not an X-Men.
Not really. I know it's not of this world, but it powered Loki's staff, gave you your abilities, but its true nature is a mystery, and yet it is part of it.
No, he does more.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
You afraid of it?
I wish to understand it. The more I do, the less it controls me. One
That's
day,
true.
Who knows? I may even control it.
And scene.
Dude.
That was genius.
That is fucking genius. Oh my god.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, 10, or 11. It's the Richter scale again.
Build-A-Girl edition. Okay, hair. Emily Van Camp. That's the Carter lady. She gets a 10 for hair. Eyes. Elizabeth Olsen. Her eyes are incredible. 11. Nose. Olsen 11. Mouth. Olsen 11. The overall face. Olsen 11. She's beautiful on the face. Arms. Emily Van Camp. 10. Boobs. ScarJo. I mean, come on. 11s. Jesus Christ.
didn't
Waist.
notice.
Olsen 10. Ass ScarJo, right? Am I right?
You can't have an Olsen waist with a Scarlet. That's not even a thing.
Let's have
ScarJo
his
11.
thing.
Legs Emily 10. Overall Emily 10. Total of 10.5 for Build-A-Girl edition.
Wow.
That's pretty high.
That's good.
Yeah.
You had me at Olsen 11. Olsen 11 sounds like a great movie. It's like it's a porno starring the Olsen twins
at 11 years old.
No.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
I got yucky.
What's Rich's deal?
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right, let's go to a clip after that, shall we?
So you like cats?
Sam,
What? Dude shows up dressed like a cat. You don't want to know more?
your suit. Vibranium?
The Black Panther has been the protector of Wakanda for generations. A mantle passed from warrior to warrior. Now, because your friend murdered my father, I also wear the mantle of king. So I ask you, as both warrior and king, how long do you think you can keep your friend safe from me?
Yeah, so that suit gets passed around.
Right.
You can get too old to be.
Yeah, it's actually a little more complex than he says in this movie, because I've seen Black Panther. I saw it this weekend with my family.
No
but-
spoilers.
Yeah, I won't. I'll do my little mini review real quick. I won't do any.
Yeah, I was just
spoilers.
gonna ask for that.
Yeah, if you liked it.
So, it was my number one most anticipated movie of the year.
Okay.
So I definitely went in thinking I was gonna love it. It was good, and I will say that I do love that there is an African superhero, with an African origin, because I think that's great. It's so untapped. I mean, nobody's doing that, and I thought that was great. My daughter's dating a black guy, and the only reason I mention that is because after the movie, we were leaving and we were talking about the movie and stuff, and he was like, "Man, I just feel so empowered by that movie and everything." I thought that was awesome.
That is cool.
Very cool. But now I'm just being critical of the movie in my normal way. It didn't have the joy and fun that Marvel movies.
It was just intensity.
It was kind of serious and
Drama.
I don't know if it was drama. I don't know. It just didn't have the fun I was expecting that all Marvel movies have. Even the more serious ones, they still have fun. They still have joking. I didn't laugh one single time in it.
Interesting.
So I think it was above all DC movies except for Wonder Woman. I think it was better than Incredible Hulk, better than Avengers 2, maybe better than Iron Man 2. I don't know, but they went a little crazy with the special effects and the tech. Not the special effects, but the tech.
Right, because Wakanda is like super high tech.
Yeah, but it was so crazy. It was like, come on, this is a little too much tech.
Yeah.
For me to buy into. It just was. It just was a little over the top. But I mean, it was a good movie. I'm glad it exists, and I think it's good to have. I think we should have more like that, but it just wasn't as good as.
Do you like the Black Panther character after the movie?
I love the I love the lore of it. I love the character. I mean, he could be one of my favorite characters in the thing. I don't know. Just the movie just missed a little bit. I was so disappointed that it wasn't one of my favorites because I thought it was going to be.
What do you think the most fun Marvel movie is?
Ant-Man.
Yeah, Ant-Man. It's fucking
I still
awesome.
haven't seen that one.
Great. We'll see it. It's on the list.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
It's on Netflix, isn't it?
I don't know.
Or,
Probably.
or Hulu or something.
Yeah.
Wait, what about the one with the one guy? Was that not Marvel?
Which one? With what guy?
The guy that we all like, Ryan Reynolds.
Oh,
that's nobody's like.
Deadpool. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
Deadpool?
yeah,
Okay.
that's coming out later.
I thought he was talking about.
We're watching
wasn't he
Deadpool
Green
this-
Lantern?
this
No,
year
but
as
I've
well.
seen Deadpool. That's not the most
Wasn't
fun.
Ryan Reynolds
Yeah, maybe.
another superhero?
Well, okay, so Deadpool's
It's not-
it's a Fox movie. It's not a Marvel Studio movie.
Yeah,
Wait,
but it
wasn't
is a
he-
Marvel character.
Wasn't he another one like Green Lantern or something?
Yeah, he was Green
Okay,
Lantern.
that's what I thought he meant. And that one wasn't supposed to be that great, right?
No, it wasn't great.
Yeah, I heard that one was.
Chris Evans was the Human Torch in the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, he was.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently,
Yeah,
he's the
he
Human
was.
Torch in my house too.
Yeah, he is.
All right.
His dad was a pain in the ass, but he and Mom always made it work.
You know, I'm glad Howard got married. I only knew him when he was young and single.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You two knew each other? He never mentioned that.
Yeah.
Maybe only 1,000 times. God, I hated you.
I don't mean to make things difficult.
I know, because you're a very polite person.
If I see a situation pointed south, I can't ignore it. Sometimes I wish I could.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
Sometimes I want to punch you in your perfect teeth. But I don't want to see you gone. We need you, Cap. So far, nothing's happened that can't be undone if you sign.
This is another one of those scenes that just,
Yeah.
you know, it just makes it different. A little more, I don't know how to put it into words.
It's just cool to me, like as not a huge fan, to just see relationships between the two that are not just like standing on top of a building. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's
Well,
like
they're two good guys having some tension.
yeah, you know, I mean, it's like
And you see both sides a little bit, you know. I see a lot more Captain America side, but you see both sides.
It's like you know, to put an analogy. I think this is a good analogy, but it's like when you know your band plays with another band and you go out and you do a song together or something. You know, like fans love that shit. They love the
Yeah.
camaraderie. You know, they like to see that like you're human beings and that you have these, you know, this relationship or whatever. And I thought this was cool. It was cool to see, you know, that he's still a smart ass to him, but you can tell he really respects the shit out of him. You know, and vice versa. Seems like there's a big mutual respect there. You know, and he's known this guy since he's a fucking little kid. You know? All right, you there?
Yeah.
I got it.
Boom.
I got it.
I fucking
We did it. We didn't even need Sean.
Figured it out.
Can they hear us?
Yeah,
Yeah, can hear you
he
fine.
can hear you fine.
So Wendy's going to be a little late, she said.
Oh my god, she's probably watching the movie.
She's
What the F?
You know?
Yeah.
What's up, Big Chris Whitehead?
I'm very tired.
Yes. Oh my God. Okay. Thank you.
No
for
worries.
staying up. Usually don't expect our English peeps to hang out this late on a weeknight, but thank you for doing so. I appreciate it.
That's fine.
Also, thank you for putting me on the spot when I met you on the tour and you coming up and just doing the you don't recognize me, do you? And I, of course, this happened to me on my last tour with Nigel Watson, and so I was just like, man, I don't, but I do. I don't know. And then once you said it, I was just like, shit, there he is.
Well, he's usually hooded with glasses.
Right.
He's always in disguise. How are you supposed to know?
Yeah, but there's a lot of big dudes with beards and hoodies over there, dude.
That's true.
I was touring with like 4 of them.
True.
You know,
that's just like the Sheffield look, pretty much.
Yeah. Did you enjoy the show there in Sheffield?
Yeah, it was really good. Was it you guys that come up with the cocktail that they were doing at the bar?
No. But wasn't that cool? Did you have any of those?
Yes, I drank quite a lot of that.
Yeah. No, they took our whole Drunk Enough to Dance theme to the next level, and all of the bars had their specific Drunk Enough to Dance cocktails. And so I did. Not only did I not get to participate in making them up, I didn't. Okay.
Sorry.
Let me just explain what that sounds like.
It's pre-show.
Yeah, but everybody
I know.
else, that's what they hear. You
All right,
laughing.
I'm sorry. Sean, quit interrupting me.
Yeah, if you're not here, Sean.
Why are you on the chat?
Yeah, and also, why are you not silent when you're not here?
It's still silent. You have to read it.
Got it. Anyway, so yeah, I thought that was cool. I thought the whole cocktails thing was good. So that, but you probably don't drink a lot of spirits, right? So did you have a
Not really, no.
Yes, you probably had a bit of a headache.
Well, I had we started on the lager, and then we were like, "I'll try one of these, see if they're any good." Yeah. And about 10 later, I really need to stop drinking because I'm working in the morning.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, no, that's no joke. Yeah, I continued on with my heartache and hilarity path, where I start drinking vodka about an hour before the show, have a few of those during the gig, and then switch to red wine. Didn't have one hangover the whole tour.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Cool.
Unbelievable is what it was. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Sheffield was and is always one of our favorites. That was a fun one. And we get to reminisce because the year before, well, hold on, I guess 2 years before. Had it been 2 years since we had been there as a full band?
Yeah, the last time was MC Lars.
Yeah. How about another round?
Yeah, about 2 years.
Yeah,
I think.
so
Yeah,
on that one,
years.
A guy at the Sheffield there at the venue agreed to stay and let us watch the Super Bowl as long as we would let him watch with us. So we stayed there till like 7 o'clock in the morning watching the Super Bowl with the Dolly Rots and MC Lars. Had a good old time.
Did you end up seeing another fight down at the kebab shop?
No, I didn't. I actually, do you remember that? I don't know. Did you leave right after the gig or did you hang out? Because
we had to take straight off.
It sleeted really, really bad. And so it was just a sheet of ice when we walked out of that venue. And so there was no one around. I mean, literally, it was like a ghost town. So
it had been snowing during the day, but I think it were just before you guys come on, we went outside for a smoke and there was just snow everywhere.
Oh my God!
And then it just carried on coming down after at night.
Well, and by the time we got outside, it was just a sheet of ice and you couldn't really see it. Of course, the terrain there at that venue is all stairs and ramps.
Bit of a nightmare, yeah.
And so I decided to go out of the venue in my pajamas and my slippers. Not a good idea. Did not have a lot of traction trying to get myself where I was going, but I made it. It was.
You did it.
Yeah. Well, it was nice to see you in person. Thank you for coming out, and you guys just missed the fire. We didn't have all the fire to the last 3 venues.
You didn't get to hang out with them at a Weatherspoons.
Pictures.
No, I only went to one Weatherspoons too. The whole time I was there, I went to the one in Nottingham. But
there's one, if you come out of the O2, turn right and sort of cross the road, there's one smack bang on that corner.
Son of a bitch. That would have been a good day to go to, because I think I slept in pretty late that day for something. I think the night before might have been a real good one. But yeah, for the most part, it was all right, that's 2. Yeah, you should be the one yawning. It's freaking 2:15 in the morning. Does Wendy know she's keeping Big Chris Whitehead up?
Yeah, she's almost there.
You know what I'll do? I'll do something different.
Ooh.
Let's go ahead and talk about the movie. Were you able to watch Captain America: Civil War?
I forgot we were doing it tonight, so
Oh.
I started watching it at about 11:45, and I was like, yeah, I need to sleep for at least an hour. So I've seen about half an hour of it.
So
you saw it before, though, right?
Yeah, I saw it when it first came out.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, here's the thing: if you're any sort of a nerd for these kind of movies, my questions will not be that difficult to you because I have no idea what the fuck's going on. So
Still be okay.
yeah, you should be fine. And there's even though Wendy said she was watching it, there's pretty much no chance she did. So did you see this when it first came out?
Yeah, I didn't see it on release day, but it were a couple of days after.
And
I
are
ended up
these
going to cinema to watch it.
these movies are the like the Avengers or just superhero movies in general? Are these something that you dig?
Yeah, the Marvel side of things more than DC.
Ah.
Don't like Batman's, but not a big Superman fan or anything like that.
Right.
Marvel films really good though.
Right. What else is DC besides Marvel? I mean, besides Captain Marvel.
Wonder Woman.
Okay.
Suicide Squad, and Justice League.
Right,
That type of stuff.
Super Friends, right?
Yeah.
Like Green Lantern.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, I think I can do this. I think I can do it.
Do it.
Aquaman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four.
Marvel.
Marvel.
Son of a bitch.
Sorry.
Who else was in there? That Space Ghost.
Hanna-Barbera.
Well, it's
Damn it.
actually Dark Horse, but
Oh, is it?
that's cool.
He-Man.
No.
Nope.
Hanna-Barbera.
Michelangelo.
It's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Oh, okay. got it.
The painter or the turtle.
Yeah. Well, I did pretty good though. I got 4 out of 8 of my guesses correct. And y'all had
You
already
just need a
said
little super
Batman. and
bonus question.
The Flash.
I could have got Superman and Batman right anyway.
Flash, Green Arrow,
Plastic
Green
Man.
Lantern.
Plastic Man is the guy that I was thinking was part of the Fantastic Four. I thought like he had a friend that was like a rock guy.
No, that guy is Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah,
Reed
he stretches.
Richards.
He stretches also.
Who's Thing? Wasn't there a guy named Thing?
He's
That's the rock guy.
Fantastic Four.
And he's in Marvel.
Yes.
Right.
Got it. And then what about Captain Caveman?
Captain
Is that Hanna-Barbera
It's
too?
got to be. It's that same,
Yeah, it's Hanna-Barbera.
same drawing style. Well, now as far as do you have any recollection of how this movie compared to, say the other Captain America movies?
I just remember, because if I remember right, this was the one where Spider-Man first come into it, and I just hated the kid playing Spider-Man.
Oh, this is where you and I are going to differ.
Because he's a Brit?
Yeah.
I'm kind of...
No, it was just... He just seemed a bit too childish.
Mm.
But
It's
isn't he
like,
supposed to be?
My growing up was the
He's
old
supposed to be.
Spider-Man's.
He's in high school.
Oh,
Isn't that kind of the point, though? That he's...
That's the whole point of Peter Parker now.
Yeah. I mean,
But I
his
watched
costume was
Homecoming,
literally
I was
a
really
hoodie
impressed.
at the time.
Right.
He, but yeah.
He was 19
Yeah,
when he filmed
Homecoming
it,
and was
and
really
he was supposed
impressed
to be
with
in
him
high
in
school.
that. It was just this.
I
didn't
see what
really
you're
see
saying,
him at
because
the time.
probably when you were growing up, Peter Parker was already working at the Bugle. Right? Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah.
Right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he wrote he took photos for the Bugle, right?
Right.
The Daily Bugle.
Daily Bugle. See, I fucking got that
You
shit
did
right.
it.
God damn it. I was going to say Daily Planet, but I didn't think y'all would think it was funny. And then I get it right, and y'all start laughing. You just can't win in this group of nerdism.
No.
What did you think about the fight scenes? Do you remember anything like specific about the fight scenes that you thought were cool? Was cool?
I just remember the whole. It was kind of the prequel to let's chuck as many people into the film as we can.
Yeah.
With like squaring off against each other. That's kind of the only fight I remember in it, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird that like a few of them are just normal human beings too.
Yeah.
And then but they still don't bruise or anything. Like it's like when I guess we'll talk about this during the show, but when the soldier takes not Charlize Theron, but the girl Johansson.
ScarJo.
When
Johansson.
it takes her and just like slam. No, not even her. The girl who works for the CIA. He just takes her, drop kicks her, and slams her to a table. She's fine.
She's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. And how did she get a couple of hits in anyway? What the fuck?
She's a trained shield agent.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah, what? She's an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., right?
Yeah.
So I know
I
that
feel
that's
that
a
was
television
Was
show.
that a little sexism coming from you?
What, me?
Yeah.
Oh, no, because that this Charlize Johansson,
Yeah.
she was kicking everybody's. She does this thing where she sticks her vagina in their face and rolls them over.
The vagina
they're
claw?
they're defenseless.
I would be.
You right when that gets up on you, it's like a fucking octopus. It just got you by the face, but it's like it's a duopus.
Yeah.
It's a duopus. And then it just it says puss in it too. That's
I think
hilarious.
isn't that move called it's called the muffer, isn't it?
Wait, isn't a unipus?
Well, octopus
Is
has the thing in the middle and then 8 legs. So I was going with 2 legs, 1 puss.
Okay.
Goes right around,
All right.
smacks right on you like a fucking CPAP machine, and then just wraps those legs around, scissor hold, flip, 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 flip. You're out. See, that's not sexist.
See if Wendy's online.
We're
She's
using
home.
her vagina as a weapon. That can't be good. There's no way anybody could think that's sexist. Stop using sex as a weapon, Rich.
I'm not doing it.
Do you think it has good suction?
Man, that rant should be on the show.
You can
for
climb walls
sure.
with it.
You should use that as an advertisement for the outtakes, because Duopus is possibly the greatest comedy that has ever happened.
Hey, Jared, do you remember those wacky wall walkers?
Yes, of course. Those things were the best.
They were awesome.
But then you could throw them on I guess
Wendy.
it was maybe like the popcorn ceiling or whatever, and they wouldn't ever come down. They like regular plaster, they came down, but there's a few things where they would stick. Oh yeah, she's trying to call me, but just let her know I'm in the middle of a conversation. I'll get back. I'm just kidding. All right. Oh, man. I made myself laugh on that one. Woo. Try to tell myself that was funny. Oh, I already did. Never mind. All right.
Mitch wants to know if they'll make a fleshlight out of that.
Oh, that was funny. Woo! Man, I woke up, guys. I'm awake.
Thank God.
Everything's fine. All right, Chris, we're going to see if we can get Wendy on the horn here. Looks like she is joining us. Let's see. I can hear her now. There she is.
There we go.
Wendy, hello. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm
Wendy.
good. We were almost on time today for the first time ever.
But then Wendy was late.
And then you were late.
I heard you all were picking on me already.
No, not at all.
Ask her if she
Jared?
watched the movie.
No,
Don't lie.
You're in luck because Big Chris Whitehead knew he was versus you, so he didn't watch the movie either.
I fell
I
asleep.
watched the movie, Smarty Pants.
I know you did. I kid. Yeah, I saw that you were watching the movie in preparation, and but it's been a long time since you've been on with us. It's been too long.
I know. I missed you guys.
What's been going on?
Mom stuff. Just had volleyball tonight. That's why I'm so late.
Got it. Yeah, I totally
So-
understand. Yeah,
we got a change in shift schedule here, so it's been a little crazy.
Yeah, we've got an hour-long baseball practice to add into our schedule each week.
Whew, fun.
Yeah, no, it is. It's
You don't drop him off and pick him back up later?
He's 5.
No.
But my
Yeah,
mom,
Rich,
I
you don't
swear
drop
to
off
God,
the
my mom
5-year-old.
used to do that with me. Like, it's so funny. I'm so glad you brought that up, man. When I was a kid, there was not one parent watching the practice.
No,
ever.
I never remember my parents
Never
watching
once.
practice.
And now it's every parent's out there with chairs and
Yeah.
tent and snacks. It's like a whole thing.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Sometimes beer.
Yeah, that has happened.
They
That
all
has
have their own
happened.
helicopters.
Well, where we live in the suburbs, it's the housewife thing is to go to Sonic and get a Sonic drink, and then they just spike that because then it's
Jared, you got a warning on the
See,
thing.
that works.
What does it say? That's iCloud. Just get out of that. Yeah. Any warnings that pop up that aren't Pro Tools, you can just ignore. There's going to be one probably that's going to pop up for ScanDisk. No, next disk something. Anyway, just ignore those two because it's just because my computer restarted. I didn't want it to. Hey guys, just talking about computer stuff with all the IT dudes over here. No big deal. No
Totally.
big deal at all. So Wendy, you were able to watch the motion picture this week?
I did. I watched part of it last night, and I finished it this afternoon.
We did exactly the same thing. We started it last night after we got caught up on Teen Mom from my trip. And then we got caught up on that. And then...
But you can't squeeze in an hour-long baseball practice.
And then... no, baseball practice isn't an issue. It's all of our television is done after children go to bed. So it is a fairly small window of time.
Yeah.
You have your guilty...
Can't do anything else.
You have your guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Which is The Bachelor.
That's right.
We like Teen Mom OG.
Gotcha.
And RuPaul's Drag Race. But you like the other one that we like, Project Runway.
Project Runway.
That
I'm
one's-
watching that. I'm doing the. I'm
Is
watching
there a
the-
new one right
Yeah, the
now?
All Stars is on right now.
We got to get caught up on that. See, that's good. We've got that. But you know what we did, though? We binge watched. We got home, and a neighbor told us about Manhunter, which is kind of like...
Netflix? Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like Mindhunter, but it's...
It's Manhunt Unabomber.
Manhunt Unabomber.
Yeah, it's good.
Same sort of idea, but instead of just trying to get in their head, they started trying to use their language.
Yeah, that was
I
really
really
cool.
wasn't interested in the whole Unabomber thing at all. Like, they have all those specials on it. It's great.
It's
And
fascinating.
It's a quick watch, too.
Yeah.
And I listened to a podcast about it today, and it's except for the stuff that you know that they're having to embellish, which is like turn like 7 characters into one just to make it like an actual believable story that they can tell in that amount of hours. I mean,
Right.
It's pretty factual.
Yeah,
And,
I the whole time I was watching it, I'm on freaking Wikipedia and stuff and looking up all the facts, and it was pretty accurate.
Yeah, I mean, the guy really did. He fucking got in his head. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So, I forgot you guys were here. No, but yeah. So anyway, that we're caught up on that, and so yeah, we split it up into 2 as well, and then but it's so funny. Emma came down this morning, and she just goes, "Dad, what were you guys watching last night?" I'm just like, "Oh, you're watching Captain America, whatever." She just it literally sounded like there were superheroes fighting in the living room. Like it's so I think I've told you guys like you can't watch my downstairs television quiet because I'm so stupid and I put the speakers in the walls, so it essentially uses the walls as a fucking kicker box like we used to have when we were kids in the back of our trucks.
Yep.
Yeah. So the whole that's the wall to her bedroom and ours. So.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to see you guys. Wendy, Big Chris Whitehead is on with you. I just saw him in the United Kingdom. He is exhausted because it is now 2:30 in the morning where he is.
Yep.
And
I know.
so
I was trying to get here as fast as
no,
I could.
it's fine. We went ahead and talked to him about the movie, and we talked to him a little bit about the tour. He got to see the show there in Sheffield, and so I was happy that we were going to get to catch up with you a little bit. Had you seen this movie before, Wendy?
No, I hadn't, but I saw the first one. I didn't see the second one.
Did you
but
like-
I did watch it. So I liked it. In fact, I said to Rich today, I don't know why I just don't watch all these movies because I do like them. I just don't watch them.
I'm the same way. I like all of them when I see them. I'll explain why ones like this are a little bit more difficult to watch. I'm sure everybody can figure that out.
Because you didn't watch Captain America 2?
Well,
No, he did watch Captain America 2.
Yeah.
That was
I
the
have
first one
seen
he
that.
watched.
No. I know everything that's going on in the Captain America. Oh,
Yeah, you've watched all 3 now,
yeah, I've seen all of them.
just out of order.
But anyway, no. But back to the thing is that I don't. That part isn't important. The point is that I like them all too.
I know. I like them. I watch them. I like them. I don't know why I just don't sit down and watch like the whole series of them.
What's your favorite of the superhero movies, the series currently? Like,
I don't have one because I don't watch them all.
oh, right, you just fucking said
I mean,
that.
I liked these. I did like the first Captain America, and I really want to see Wonder Woman. I haven't even seen that yet.
Right, I have no interest in that at all, and I
it's
know
really-
I'm sure I would like it.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, Howard Stern's talked about it a bunch, and he's just like, yeah, it's really good, and plus she's hot, and all that. I like both those things. There's nothing wrong with either of those things that are happening in that particular movie. Is the airplane she drives invisible?
Mm-hmm. You don't see it at all in the movie.
I gotta see that shit. Oh, because
I
it's
want
not
to hear
there.
Rich do his scale on Wonder Woman.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't know.
Listen to him, even he's already.
Lot of prep goes into those, Wendy.
It's gonna be.
He's not gonna come up with it off the cuff.
What was the one movie where all he could do his little scale and he's going which one was that?
Well, who knows? He sounds like that every
wasn't-
week. He just edits that part out most of the time.
It wasn't Pretty Woman. That's all I can tell you.
Which one?
He says it wasn't Pretty Woman.
Oh my God! No,
Yeah.
we know it wasn't Pretty Woman. We know how you feel about Julia Roberts.
Do we? I don't know. All right, guys. Well, let's do this here. It's thank you for joining us on a Tuesday night. Obviously, when people hear this, it might
Do we
not
need to
be
close?
Tuesday. It's probably not the worst idea.
Chris, can you close
Chris,
the
would you
doors?
mind just shut the one closest to Rich first, and then pull that other one too? But yeah. So as you guys know, we like to do a game here. That's why you guys are here. Like to do a game called 5 Questions. It is where I ask you guys. No, we call it 5 questions. I ask you 6 questions, and the high score is 7.
Nailed it.
I'm a little out of practice.
Ashley nailed it the last episode.
Oh wait, it stopped. It stopped.
Oh, it really did. Holy shit! What is it? Oh fuck! That's not good.
Hold on, we're having technical difficulties with the recording.
Technical difficulties.
The girl from Ipanema.
Good job watching that.
Okay, over and then under. Do 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 do. How many people in the chat, guys?
Rich, I still can't get the chat thing to work.
Yeah, I believe it.
Hey, user error, or you just believe me that there's a problem with the chat thing?
No, I believe that you can't figure out how to get it to work.
Uh-huh. Dude, you told me to sign into my Google stuff. I did, and it's not letting me use it.
Why? It doesn't make any sense. It's not like
I don't know.
It's not a trick. You just go to it and then it's there.
I understand.
You can
that.
see
And
the
when
chat,
I
but
did
you
it,
can't
it
talk.
will not let me type it. It says that you have to be signed. You have to create a YouTube channel.
You don't have to create a YouTube channel. You just have to
That's
have
what
a.
it's telling
You
me.
just have to have a Google account. That's it.
Okay, Rich.
I'm serious.
I believe you. I believe you, but
Everybody in the chat room, do you guys just log in with your Google account and then you can start chatting, or do you have to create a? Hi guys.
it's not that easy to
We're
travel
back.
around here to go to all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, they were doing a themed cocktail at each of the shows apparently, and the one at Sheffield, like, I'll try one of these, see if they're any good. And 10 later, well, I need to stop drinking now.
Yeah, that on-stage stuff looked kind of cool.
Yeah.
Boom, we did it.
I think it was something like
That should be it.
peach and passion fruit VK Malibu and Porky's mango glitter.
That's Rich's. Hi guys. Sorry about that.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, I like your new hair.
Hey, thanks so very much.
It was very purple in the pictures. I wasn't sure I was totally on board with it.
Though.
No, it's actually red. It was red.
In the pictures, it was like super purple. Like it just looked like a big tuft of purple on top.
Do you like my hair?
Yeah, your hair looks good, Will.
Looks
Thanks.
great.
Really does. It looks really, really good.
Thanks.
All right. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Will you hand me that water? Sorry, dude. Once I get back here, it's hard for me to get out. I'm gonna get one of those
claws.
I'm gonna get one of those things that Marco used at Warped Tour. He had this thing that looked like a golf club, but he put like a towel on it, and then he put his dick in there and he just peed in the golf club.
Oh my god.
You just act like you're putting.
Should not tell such stories about Marco.
That's a true story. A true story.
Doesn't seem like
But
much
how do
pee
you
will fit
get
in
his dick in there? We found out that it's huge.
Well, you seen those new putters? They're pretty big around on the
Alright.
top. top part.
Like a Coke can?
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Is it like a Coke can, but like 3 inches?
Yeah, it might be. I don't know.
Like long.
We heard good things about it from the listeners.
Yeah, we did. We got mail about Marco's TT. All right.
Boy.
Here we go. This is a game. It's called 5 Questions, where we ask you 6 questions, and the high score is 7.
Nailed it.
There's a little bit of latency. Let's just live with it until we're done with 5 questions, and then I'll fix that. I know what the problem is, but I have to get out of here and go do that shit anyway. It's not going to affect you unless you're talking, and you don't talk a lot during this anyway.
Why? There's latency in the audio, or there's latency in the video?
It's in my microphone right now. It's like
Check.
like a slapback
I can
thing.
hear it. Yeah, there
but
it is.
It doesn't affect the recording at all.
Right. Okay.
I don't hear
that's
it at
fine.
all.
Okay, I'm just telling
will.
you. Let's just.
I'm
do
fine.
it.
If you hadn't mentioned it, I wouldn't even have heard it.
All right, guys. It's a game called 5 Questions. We ask you 6 questions. The high score is 7. How about that shit? Welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Wendy Croft is here. Christopher Whitehead is here. Big Chris Whitehead, the queen of the podcast, Wendy Croft, and Big Chris Whitehead from the United Kingdom. And we're going to play the game.
I think I should have a crown.
Let's not worry about that right now. We're running out of time. But here's the thing. So, what do you? We're gonna start to play the game. You guys ready to rock? Who's writing down? Can both of you guys write on this thing?
Yep.
All right. Okay.
Nice.
All right. Here we go. In the movie Captain America, I'm just gonna say in this week's movie Captain America. Do I have to say the Civil War?
Yeah,
every
you
time?
have to say Civil War every time.
In the movie Captain America, Civil War.
Right. Civil War.
Right. True or false? Gwyneth Paltrow's character was mentioned but did not appear. True or false? Mentioned but did not appear. True or false? We'll go with Wendy first since she cheats. She says true. Big Chris Whitehead. It's true. That is true. Ladies and gentlemen, first question out of the I would also like some props on that question.
That was good.
I knew what the fuck I was talking about.
Yeah, you were paying attention.
Yeah.
Good job.
That's good. They're having some problems.
Yeah, a little bit of
problems
problems
in the relationship.
Yep.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? All right. All right, here we go. In the movie This is so
Question 2.
Question number 2. In the movie Captain America Civil War, the movie's a really great one. And it stars a bunch of people, and they all play superheroes, and they're all flying around and fighting one another. What is that sound?
I think it's your computer.
It can't be my computer.
Then it's windy.
Damn it.
Oh my god. It might be my phone.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like a little blip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's causing all kinds of a ruckus over here.
No, actually I'm not.
This is so dumb. All right. Here we go.
That's your question.
I'm trying to get to it. I'm trying my best to get to
You
it.
don't even know what you want to ask.
Well, that's true. That's why people like it. I don't know. I told Rich that people are bored with this shit months ago. He says people still like it, so we're still doing it. All right. Here we go. In the movie the guy who dresses up like Iron Man, only it's a dark-colored suit, is played by Don Cheadle. Name another movie, any movie, that Don Cheadle has also been in.
That character's name is War Machine.
Mm-hmm.
He's the black Iron Man.
Right.
War Machine.
It's the same thing, though, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's AKA Black Iron Man.
Oh, is that true?
No.
Did Tony Stark make that suit for him?
Yes.
He's just not as good at driving it.
Right.
Yeah.
Dodging beams
Yeah,
of light.
stuff like that. All right. Once again, we go to Wendy because she cheats. She's going with, okay, I say that she's going with Boogie Nights. Big Chris Whitehead. Not a clue. He's in the fucking Affleck. Wait, back it up a
fucking
little.
Ben Affleck song.
He's in the Ben Affleck song?
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel. He did a song called fucking Ben Affleck, and he's in that. Aside from that, I have no idea.
Ocean's 11. He's in Ocean's 11.
He's in the Hotel
Rwanda.
Rwanda. Quite a few movies. Don
Yeah.
Cheadle. Very popular.
I haven't seen him in
actor.
anything.
All right. Well, sucks you're racist.
2-1.
All right. Now we will go to question number 3. All right. Question number 3 will, of course, be about the movie Boogie Nights. In the movie Boogie Nights, true or false, Iron Man makes an appearance on a video cassette that is being played on the television during the making of a porno. True or false, Iron Man is actually playing on television
Wendy's face.
while a pornographic film is being made in the background. True or false? Okay, we'll go to Wendy first.
I wonder if Wendy enjoys some pornography.
Wendy said false. Big Chris Whitehead. That is false. That's right. I made that up. It probably would have probably would have been better if you didn't see my face because I was trying really hard not to laugh. Also, the wording of it was fucking terrible. All right, let's go to question number 4. You're both doing great, by the way.
Good work, you guys. Good work.
It is now 3-2, Wendy with a commanding lead, but Big Chris Whitehead with still a very, very good chance to bring this one back to England. All right, here we go. Question number 4 will, of course, be about the movie Captain America Civil War. Captain America Civil War, the name one other superhero besides the Winter Soldier and Captain America that are on Captain America's team. One other superhero. On the Winter Soldier and...
You can just say Team Cap.
Team Cap.
Yeah.
All right. Give you guys a little bit more time. Wendy looks like she's good. Wendy, let's see your answer because you cheat. Hawkeye. All right. Let's go to Big Chris Whitehead. Ant-Man.
Yes.
Those are both correct. Very, very good, guys. Very good.
Excellent. Excellent work.
You clearly have me mistaken with Dave Murray.
I would... Well, yeah. I don't know. Maybe that's why Dave Murray doesn't play anymore. I fucking called him out.
Does.
All right. So I would have also accepted, of course, Captain Caveman, Space Ghost, and
the
He-Man.
Shmoo.
Or the guy from Dragon's Lair. All right. The Shmoo. Nice one.
Yeah.
Roll. Okay. So here we go. Question number 5 about the movie Captain America Boogie Nights. No, Civil War. Captain America Civil War. Here we go. It is 4-3 right now, guys. Is that right? Yeah, 4-3.
Yeah.
All right. In the movie Captain America Civil War, hold on, I just had a stroke. Okay. Yeah.
Do you taste metal in your mouth?
No.
No, you're fine.
No, I think I'm good. I don't smell toast.
Yeah.
Man, wouldn't some toast be good right now, though?
Yes, with some butter and some cinnamon sugar.
Whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Just whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
it just sounds delicious.
It really
right now.
does.
Oh man, we should fucking
like an artisan sort of wheat, or just like plain white.
Don't care. Don't.
Are you not drinking? Are you drinking tonight?
I am not drinking. No, you can tell because I
All
stumble over my words. All right, here we go. Question number 5, and this is gonna be a doozy.
Oh fuck.
Name the actress that plays Spider-Man's aunt in both this movie and the newer Spider-Man movie. Name the actress. Spider-Man's aunt. It looks like you both wrote that with authority.
Wendy's got it.
You know what? I'm going to give Wendy the benefit of the doubt on this one. We'll go to Big Chris Whitehead first. On this one.
Marissa Tomei.
Marissa Tomei. And let's go to Wendy Croft now for her answer. Marissa Tomei is correct. That is right. All right. Well, now we will go into Rich's bonus question.
Oh.
Take it away, Rich.
Oh, it's me? All right. Which of the following was not included in Bucky's activation words?
Oh.
Which of the following was not included in Bucky's activation words? Furnace, rusted, 1, daybreak, anal, 17,
Son of a bitch.
homecoming. Which one do you like as the answer? Tell me which one you like as the answer.
Do you have to say I like
Wendy?
this answer?
Wendy, which one do you like as the answer?
Wait, Big Chris Whitehead, hold on. Don't put your answer up. We're only doing verbal answers for this question.
No!
Wendy,
Yeah, only our eyes are closed. Well, you might lose a point, Wendy. I'm just saying.
Just write it down then, Wendy, and
Is this going to be a tie game?
We'll have Will read it.
Which one do you like, Wendy?
I might not like you after this podcast today, Rich. In fact, I want to almost refuse to answer the question.
Okay, well, that means you'll tie and not win.
Remember, if you do refuse to answer, you will tie. That's correct. That will.
Might as well do it just to annoy Rich.
Yeah, I would do it. Why wouldn't you do it?
What is it? What is it? What is it that you were gonna do to annoy Rich?
I don't know. Go ahead. Who's answering first?
Big Chris Whitehead, what would you do to annoy Rich?
Anal.
And both of them would do anal.
Yes.
Just to annoy Rich.
All right.
We all would. Guys, fantastic point. My wife just came in drinking. I didn't realize that was an option tonight.
Hey, Casey.
I didn't either till I looked in the fridge.
Hi, Casey.
Hey, Casey.
There she is. Hey, so we have an interesting game here, folks, tonight of 5 questions. We have a lead going into Will's super hard question. Wendy does lead now 5-4. No,
6 to
5. Did Wendy get all of them correct so far?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, she likes anal.
Yes.
Wendy, you're doing great. All right. This will mean that Will ask the question, and Big Chris Whitehead will get the first pick and get to answer. If he does get it right, he wins the game.
He fucking wins.
If he gets it wrong, Wendy, you win, and Chris gets to go to bed. But you will be able to choose a category and answer a question if you so choose, and it doesn't count against you or for you. All right, Will, take it away. Let's hear the categories.
All right, Chris, you ready?
Let's go.
All right, the categories are science, animals, movies, sports, or sex.
Let's go movies.
All right. Man. The events in the movie Captain America Civil War are brought on by the aftermath of Avengers: The Age of Ultron.
Yep.
In that movie, Ultron is created by Tony Stark. But that's stupid because in the comic books, who really created Ultron?
It was. I know it, and I can't think what it is. I'm gonna have to pass. I can't remember the name.
Just take a guess. Take a guess.
Let's go. Bruce Banner.
No,
I can't remember.
That's incorrect. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's actually Hank Pym.
That's what I said.
Ant-Man.
That's what I said.
Ant-Man.
Pym.
Ant-Man. Not Scott Lang Ant-Man. He's not Ant-Man.
Got it.
Hank Pym.
It's Michael Douglas Ant-Man.
Michael Douglas invented Ultron.
Michael Douglas, Ant-Man.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
In Ant-Man, Michael Douglas is the original Ant-Man.
I don't think you've seen Ant-Man, have you?
No.
Oh, it's a
we're
good one.
Yeah,
That's
we're
a
watching
good
it
one.
later this
really good.
year when the Wasp comes
And
out.
Ant-Man, is there an original and a new, like he hands
Yes.
it over or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
They cover it in like the first 10 minutes of the film.
Got it. All right. Well, that does mean that Wendy Croft, on her triumphant return to the podcast, Wendy, see what happens when you watch the movie? See what happens? You get to enjoy annoying Rich with anal.
Stop! It's so annoying. He would be like,
Casey!
stop! God, seriously.
So, Wendy, you should pick sex, I think, as a category.
Oh my God.
Okay, yes or no?
No, she won't.
Wendy, sex, yes or no?
Don't Don't be so predictable and say no to sex.
Pick a category, Wendy.
What were the other categories?
Science, animals, sports, and sex.
In this climate, you can absolutely say no to sex. To clarify.
That seems like no fun at all.
Me 3.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
Do, animals.
Okay, animals. Name all the superheroes in the movie that are based on animals.
You got this, Win.
I don't know about that.
There are several.
She is writing. I was going to say, like...
Name them all.
You know I'm not going to be able to name them all.
Name them all.
If any of them.
Name the first 8 that come to mind.
Just the first 9 or 12.
She gives up. She gives
I'm not
up.
guessing either, Rich.
Oh, God damn it. Spider-Man, Ant-Man, Black Panther, Black Widows, Falcon, Hawkeye.
Who's the first one you said?
Spider-Man.
Hey, you guys are both awesome. Thank you so very much. Congratulations, Wendy, Big Chris Whitehead. We owe you an amazing debt of gratitude for staying up so late.
Thanks, Chris.
It was fantastic to see you last week at the show. No worries. Kids, family first, always. And Wendy, it's always great to see you. You guys have a fantastic rest of the night and rest of the week. Hopefully we'll see you guys on the stream on Friday night. And hugs and kisses.
You too.
Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Y'all be good.
Bye, guys.
Love ya. Love ya.
You're in dire need of an upgrade. Systemic, top to bottom. 100-point restoration. That's why I'm here. Why are you doing this? I gotta know, what's your MO? What gets you out of that twin bed in the morning?
Because I've been me my whole life, and I've had these powers for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
I read books, I build computers. And yeah, I would love to play football, but I couldn't then, so I shouldn't now.
Sure, because you're different.
Exactly. But I can't tell anybody that, so I'm not. Look, when you can do the things that I can, but you don't, and then the bad things happen, they happen because of you.
This scene was amazing.
I loved all of this.
I loved it. Like, this whole dialogue, it made so much sense. He's putting it all into perspective, but it's a young kid going, hey, if you're saying that I can't go out and do something about this, and then I see it happening and I don't go do something about it.
And I can,
then it's because of me that happened.
Well, it's weird because he's kind of saying his line without saying his line of the... With great power comes great responsibility. That's what he was saying there, but he didn't say that line.
They may not have been able to say that line.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because at this point, they were borrowing
it. Yeah.
So, that's question for this. So, like, is this the first time you see this kid as Spider-Man?
Yes.
Yes.
So we went and saw the new Spider-Man movie.
We did see the new Spider-Man movie.
Which is funny because it does, like,
he
throw back to the battle between, like, them and Captain America and all that stuff.
Right.
In the new movie. So it's like we kind of watched it backwards.
Yeah.
And that was a Sony movie, right?
Yeah.
No, that was a
it not?
Marvel movie.
You sure?
Yes.
Did they bought it after this one? They borrowed it from this one, and then they bought it and made...
They were able to make the Spider-Man movie as part of the deal.
Huh, interesting.
God, you guys don't... You have to understand how... I know we need to move, because we still got like 5
Fox
clicks,
Studio made movies before the Marvel Studio existed, so they own the movie rights to Spider-Man, to the X-Men, to
Fantastic Four.
So even though those all originated from Stan Lee or whatever,
from
Marvel Comics,
it was Fox Studio.
But
because they sold some of the rights because they were going bankrupt.
But that means that they can't even just go make another movie about them. They just own Spider-Man.
Well, they own the Spider-Man and X-Men rights, but now Disney owns Fox, so now they can fucking do whatever.
Yeah, they can do whatever they want now. So you saw Homecoming. I know you used to say that you love the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
This Spider-Man's amazing.
Right?
I
Better,
love
right?
this kid. Oh, way better.
I thought
but
so,
I
too.
like
But
this
you know
better.
what?
I like the fact that he's young better.
I do
it
too.
makes more sense that he's smart ass and funny, even more than the Ryan Reynolds thing. Ryan Reynolds is just a dick, but it's hilarious.
I will say, just for like the sake of like just difference in times that these movies were made. First time I saw those Tobey Maguire movies, I was fucking blown away.
Yeah,
I thought they were
good.
so awesome.
100%.
Now I'm an adult watching this movie. Clearly, it's made better, and I do like that Spider-Man. But I don't know.
It's
I think
like
they're
when
both
people
good.
compare Batmans to me, or even like this new Superman stuff to the old Superman. I mean, to me, like I just don't even know how you compare. A kid came up to Eric on the thing. He's like, "Who's your favorite Batman?" You know, and Eric was just like, probably Michael Keaton." And the kid was just like, "Well, mine has to be Christian Bale or Adam West." And I'm like, how are Christian Bale and Adam West mentioned in the same sentence? Like, that doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that
but
just
I mean,
leaves
you
a lot of room.
easily screw up a movie today. I just think Homecoming was so well done. The villain was great.
Yeah.
Everything was great
But
about
Spider-Man 1 and 2, I really liked. Which one was the one with Venom?
3.
3.
That one I was
terrible.
like, okay, the musical sequence with the eyeliner was weird.
Yeah,
but,
that was terrible.
But the first two, I really did love. So I
like two
think I
better than
consider
one.
them different rather than better.
The Spider-Man in this movie and in the Homecoming movie is more like the comic books. It's more like the way that I feel like it should have been all along. That's why I like it more.
I really like him a lot.
I don't like the thing I don't like about this Spider-Man that I did like about the Maguire Spider-Man was how he does the webs.
Oh, but in the comics,
I know, but in the comics it's mechanical, and he invented it and shit.
Although in the comics they did make a reason why he had them shooting out of his body, but they retconned it back.
Didn't, yeah.
But I just think it makes way more sense
For
that
him to
he
be like,
got
"Holy
it from
shit,
the
holy
toxic spider bite than a 19-year-old invented something that no one else in the world could have invented.
Well,
that doesn't make sense to me. And if Stan Lee had written it that way, that it was from the toxic spider bite, everyone would be bitching about mechanical. They were like, "That's the stupidest thing ever."
If he invented that fucking webbing, why didn't he sell that shit and make millions of dollars?
Because he's just looking out for the little guy.
That's like more impressive than him being Spider-Man, right?
I agree.
It seemed
and then he's fucking Tony Stark, right?
Yeah, well, that's what he said. And Tony Stark was impressed by it too.
Yeah,
you know, same thing.
Tony Stank.
Thanks for having my back.
It was time to get off my ass.
How about our other recruit?
He's raring to go. Gonna put a little coffee in him, but he should be good.
What time zone is this?
Come on.
Captain America.
Mr. Lang.
It's an honor. I'm shaking your hand too long. Wow, this is awesome. Captain America. I know you too. You're great. Jeez. Look, I want to say, I know you know a lot of super people, so thanks for thanking of me. Hey, man.
What's up, Tic Tac?
Good to see you. Look, what happened last time?
It was a great audition, but it'll never happen again.
They tell you what we're up against? Something about some psycho assassins? We're outside the law on this one.
Paul Rudd.
Top 5 is Ant-Man in my top
gosh,
5.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for the Wasp one to come out. So
you will thoroughly enjoy Ant-Man.
Ant-Man is great because it's a comedy, and I think you pointed this out in an older episode that it's a caper movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a heist movie.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's hysterical from start to finish.
And what are they alluding to here with him and Falcon?
Falcon made an appearance in the movie, and they fought a little bit.
Well, he had to get something, and he had to get through him to get it.
Right.
Gotcha.
But so there's this girl in the movie, and we're gonna watch this later on in the year when the Wasp movie comes out. But she becomes Wasp in the second movie that we're gonna watch. But it's good. It looks good to me. It's my second most anticipated movie of the year.
I ran out of patience. Underoos! Nice job, kid.
Thanks. Well, I could have stuck the landing a little better. It's just a new suit. Wait, it's nothing. Mr. Stark, it's perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, we don't really need to start a conversation.
Okay. Captain? Big fan of Spider-Man?
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. Just
Hey, everyone.
Good job. You've been busy.
And you've been a complete idiot. Dragging in Clint, rescuing Wanda from a place she doesn't even want to leave, a safe place. I'm trying to keep you from tearing the Avengers apart.
You did that when you signed. All right, we're done.
You're gonna turn Barnes over, you're gonna come with us. Now, because it's us. We're a squad of JSOC guys with no compunction about being impolite.
We found it. The Quinjet's in Hangar 5, North Runway.
And then
Oh shit!
and
So
then it goes down.
I think this is the Achilles heel of the movie, but it had to happen.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it had to happen, but it's also the weakest part of the movie, I think.
You mean that they all have to fight?
That they fight, and it's kind of almost silly because Vision could probably just kill everybody or whatever, or the witch could probably just throw everybody 1,000 miles away. I don't know. There's a lot of flaws. It's like, oh, we're waiting, and then the two humans that can't do shit fight each other.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
where the hell do all the arrows keep coming from?
But do you think like it's like some weirdness? Like clearly they're just trying to like what?
all the goddamn arrows on that guy. He's just firing and firing and firing and firing. Some of them are blowing up or whatever, but that motherfucking it's full all the time.
Do you remember him from the Thor movie that we watched? He was the guy up in the bucket when he was trying to pull the hammer out.
Do you think he has like an archery tech?
And you were saying, I love that guy. He's like,
yeah.
Saying, do you want to just let him keep kicking people's
That's
ass
right.
or whatever?
Yeah.
That's him. He was up there doing that.
That's
That
his
was the
first
introduction
appearance,
to him. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they alluded to the fact that Thor and Hulk weren't here for this one. And remember, I haven't seen any of the Avengers movies.
They're in Thor Ragnarok.
Oh
no, I thought you saw Avengers 2.
I don't think so.
With the city lifting up off the ground. And
I've
whatnot.
never seen the Adventures
with Ultron.
Before. No.
No, but you don't even know why this is all happening.
Yeah.
No, I have no idea.
Okay, well.
No. I get that like a bunch of people.
They showed clips of it.
Yeah,
It basically
that's
lifted
all.
up a city and it killed
I
a bunch
saw
of people.
that.
Yeah, that's all you got to know.
I saw it. That's fine. Now, so I just got to go to when you talk about comedy in a movie. This movie had possibly the funniest line of any like modern movie ever. And I'm not sure that you guys picked up on it, but it's funny because it's actually caused this line in this movie caused like a whole thing. But while Stark is questioning, is it Falcon?
Falcon.
Falcon about Captain America's whereabouts.
Oh, right.
Wilson asks if Stark is supposed to be a good cop, and then he says he'd better get to the bad cop because, and I quote, "You'd have to go Mark Furman on my ass to get information out of me." So I die laughing, and I just go, "Holy shit!" Like that's the guy that found the glove and the
Right,
OJ
yeah,
thing or
the
whatever.
OJ
Well,
thing.
this like made headlines everywhere, and what it did was it made throwing back to the OJ stuff like to where it's like that's a whole thing. So you can throw back to like OJ stuff, and this and OJ and yada yada. And it's like a really big deal. But just that one little line.
Yeah.
And apparently that when they wrote it, they didn't get any flack. Nobody ever even no censors ever caught. I mean, it's just there.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
It's weird because he's like a Fox News contributor, Mark Furman. I didn't even understand that.
His representative even said that it's no surprise just because of the timing of everything with OJ out now and all of that. That there's it's to be expected.
Did you hear about the Peter Rabbit controversy?
No. What happened?
Peter Rabbit made some offhand comments about children with food allergies.
Oh yes! Oh my God! I did hear that.
How
So stupid.
fucking insensitive can you be?
And even like the character like just like looks at the camera and just goes, "Just kidding, guys. We don't want to get any letters, right?" And then everybody like loses their shit. And then at the end, like he like flings a blackberry, which is what the guy's allergic to, into his mouth, and he has to EpiPen himself. And everyone's like, "This is traumatic for kids with food allergies."
So fucking stupid. So they apologize about it.
But they barely apologized.
Yeah, but they apologized,
Sorry,
and
you
then,
got
and
your
then
feelings
the
hurt.
dad that complained was like, "Well, we appreciate the apology, but they didn't stop. They didn't take the movie. Like they didn't change the movie. Like they wanted to change the movie or something.
Fucking ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Ugh.
I hate people.
I hate people.
I love people. Oh, this is pretty fucking dark.
You mean lighting wise? Or?
Yeah.
Did you know? I didn't know it was him. I just did you know.
Bullshit.
Yes.
And then it goes fucking haywire.
Intense. I love the fight at the end. And, well, is this where I was going to talk about that? Oh, yeah. So the fight at the end, like everyone knows by now because I say it every fucking time I get a chance to. I hate the big baddie battles and destroy cities and everything. Like, I thought they did a good job at the airport. They said it was evacuated. They didn't do too much damage. It was mostly just fighting themselves.
Not like a Transformers movie.
Yeah, or a Batman or Superman movie. Jesus Christ, everything fucking in the whole city is just demolished.
Did you ever see Cursed?
No.
Sorry.
Not yet.
Sorry. Go ahead.
But I love this actually for the endings. I think Captain America has the best endings because in the first one, you know, he crashed a plane.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't anything like just fighting for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then the second one, he broke through to Bucky's memory and their friendship to solve it.
They just
and then
destroyed
this
the
one,
whole Truscale line.
right? And in this one, he overcame Stark's inner demons about his parents' death to solve it. You know, it's like it's a little more complex than just beating up the baddie like in the Superman movie or the Batman v Superman movie.
And the fight scenes were really great. Like, we actually had said, because it was such a long movie, we're like, we'll just kind of like fast forward through the fight scenes.
Yeah.
Like, we do that
Yeah.
in some things. Like, if it's like a lot of driving, or,
If
you know, you fast
if
forward
it's
a
a
little bit.
2.5 hour movie, you'd fast forward through the race.
Yeah, exactly.
You
like,
know.
you know, so we said we were going to do that, and we didn't do it
No,
once
we
in
didn't.
any of the fight
Yeah, we
scenes.
And you know why? Because when the movie first started and Scarlett Jo was doing her moves at the beginning.
Yeah.
When she's like doing the
The
octopus, what did you call it? The duopus. The duopus move.
Duopus.
Like all those fight scenes were amazing.
Yeah, they were good.
They were crazy good.
Yeah, it's the
Well,
duopus.
we decided it after that, but then once they were like in the airport area, you know, like, okay, Paul Rudd gets huge, and that's fucking funny.
That's funny.
and,
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
there was just, it was
every time
different.
you were about to do it.
Yeah,
something.
Well, yeah,
else
because I
happened.
thought he was actually going to tear himself in half, and I was like, because you can fight. Ants can live through that. This is going to be crazy. I was just waiting on it.
I gotta
Actually,
save something for the sequel.
I don't know. This is something that I don't know if this is a trope, but because I still don't understand exactly what that is. But one of the things that drives me crazy about every single movie, and not just this, but like any sort of action movie where there's going to be this like final thing that happens, you have Captain America who escapes to go find this fucking guy, right?
Right.
And him and this Bucky, who is, again, he's the reason all this shit's happening.
Right.
And then you have Stark visiting his friend in the hospital, and he's wearing a suit, and they're not in any hurry to go get him.
Right.
They're just talking about his condition.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just like there's always a hospital visit where nobody's he's all patched up or whatever, but then he just appears there at the same time they do.
Yeah.
No, the hospital was after.
No. I'm
No,
telling you.
they take the Quinjet. They're off to.
They're going to get this guy.
But Tony's like pussyfooting around.
Yeah,
but
goes-
he gets there right.
Oh, he takes him to. That's right. You're right. He
So
takes
I
him to the
mean,
hospital.
yeah. And so not only that, but he's got to get everybody in jail. He gets everybody in jail, visits the hospital.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, don't pay attention to
No.
timelines.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, all of that happened within like an hour.
Why isn't there a sense of urgency? I realize you're in the hospital. I
Yeah.
got to get the fuck out of here. You know, like
No, I agree.
it's
with
like
that.
when Mick dies in Rocky 2.
Well, those scenes
3.
only took like 5 or 10 minutes, so he had plenty of time.
Well,
right.
Captain America's not known for his plane flying.
Yeah,
So
that's
it
true.
probably took him a while to get there. He was
He's
lost.
a slow
He
Plus, he's like 90 years old.
Yeah.
He's probably
he
driving
is.
really slow.
probably wrecked into that same iceberg.
Probably wrecked it a few times.
I knew I couldn't kill them. More powerful men than me have tried. But if I could get them to kill each other... I'm sorry about your father. He seemed a good man. With a dutiful son.
Vengeance has consumed you. It's consuming them. I'm done letting it consume me. Justice will come soon enough.
Is that you? Oh my god, you're such an asshole.
Tell that to the dead.
I was like, why is somebody freaking out?
The living are not done with you yet.
I was like, why is the clip not stopping right now? Will was fucking with my volume button the whole time. I'm like, why is nobody like, is it not bothering anybody else? Ah, damn it. Damn.
You're fucking around with your phone. You're in the podcast.
This is pretty powerful too.
I loved it.
It's
yeah.
powerful because the guy's literally out there to kill himself. He's going to end it all or whatever. He accomplished what he needed to do.
Right.
He's going to go
He has no one to be alive for.
I thought this was super powerful.
Yeah.
And then I thought it was very powerful too for the guy to be like, you know, all I wanted to do was kill you, but you know what? Let's let you pay the price for what it is you've done.
Yep, exactly.
Very good. I still have this fucking hair
I
on my
know.
nose. It's driving me crazy. I think I might need to shave like this little part of my beard.
Hey, you want to go do some more nose hair in the bathroom?
That's good stuff.
Tony, I'm glad you're back at the compound. I don't like the idea of you rattling around a mansion by yourself. We all need family. The Avengers are yours, maybe more so than mine. I've been on my own since I was 18. I never really fit in anywhere, even in the army. My faith's in people, I guess, individuals. And I'm happy to say that for the most part, they haven't let me down. Which is why I can't let them down either. Locks can be replaced, but maybe they shouldn't. I know I hurt you, Tony. I guess I thought by not telling you about your parents, I was sparing you, but I can see now that I was really sparing myself. And I'm sorry. Hopefully one day you can understand. I wish we agreed on the accords. I really do. I know you're doing what you believe in, and that's all any of us can do. That's all any of us should.
Priority call from Secretary Ross. There's been a breach at the Raft prison.
Yeah, put him through.
Tony, we have a problem.
Please hold.
No, don't.
So no matter what, I promise you, if you need us, if you need me, I'll be there.
Yeah. So we watched till the end of this, and that was what our that was led to Black Panther, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
So, man, I liked it. I liked this a lot.
Is this your favorite?
No, and I'll
What's
tell
your
you,
favorite?
I'll tell you why it can't be my favorite. And this will just be an ongoing thing that you're gonna have to hear because I'll never have the time to go back and understand this. But like, I'm always gonna be like, wait, who the fuck is that?
Okay.
And even if I have seen him in other movies, I'm not gonna remember. It's just always gonna be one of those things where I wish I knew all the story, but maybe it's better that I don't, because it was a really good movie.
This is cinemablends.com. It's their #1 Marvel movie. They ranked it #1.
Is Guardians of the Galaxy in that?
It was like 3 or 4.
So the second one of those I really liked a lot. And
I like the first one better than the second one.
I
but
definitely
did
like the
both.
first one better.
Yeah.
I like them both, but
we took Everett to the second one, and he thought it was hilarious.
Yeah. I don't know. I like them all. It's hard for me. I will say that I really did like that new Spider-Man, the Homecoming.
It was good.
A lot.
It
And
was definitely good.
Again, I said before, like I like how they made Aunt May hot, and not just some like old
Yeah,
lady.
I'm all for making girls hot.
Huh, that is not exactly true because we have heard "Build Your Own Girl" on this show. Guys, thanks. This has been fun. Really good one. And Casey, I really enjoyed watching this one. I want to say to everybody who's listening, if you like the show, support the show. It doesn't have to be monetarily on Patreon. Just go give us a like on podcasts, on Apple Podcasts. A good review would even be better. 5-star review. Please subscribe to all of our shit.
Send all your shitty reviews to the email.
Right, exactly. Or just share our podcast with your friends. And thanks for sharing. This week is going to be Person Carr. Please email us and tell us about yourself. Please email us and tell us about yourself. Dave McLennan, Chris Pulse, Sean Umbeck, Nigel Watson, Chris Wakefield. Go check out his Talk Nerdy to Me blog.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Spear, Ray Jimenez, Barry Ferguson, the original dollar supporter, Angie Thorin, Joey Bishop, Simon Rogers, and Jake Bradford.
Let's check the email box. Email us at jaredgoestothemovies@gmail.com.
Dave McLennan from Australia writes, "Hey guys, just wanted to drop you a line and tell you how epically entertaining your podcast is. I only got into listening to podcasts in January and have spent basically 8 hours a day while I work listening to your show and have pretty much caught up with your entire back catalog. Holy shit. Keep up the great work, and when I can, I'll definitely be supporting you guys on Patreon. P.S. My 1.5-year-old's favorite song is No Hablo Inglés."
Nice. Hopefully she'll use that on you a lot. No Hablo Inglés is way cuter when a kid says it than just no. So hopefully that comes in. So welcome to the family, and obviously, again, we just appreciate you listening.
Mitch Bergeron writes, who's in the chat room right now. Hey y'all, fan of the show and BFS. What TV series do you guys think needs to be a movie series reboot? Go Team Rich, and everyone gets a fleshlight.
I learned today that you can get a fleshlight. It can either be a vagina or a butthole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Where'd you learn that?
Oh, not while shopping. No, it was on Howard Stern today.
All right.
TV show the reboot as a movie?
Yeah.
I think the problem with all of that stuff is they usually they make them into terrible comedies, and it's just
Oh yeah.
it just
Teen Mom OG.
It's one of those things that just drives me absolutely crazy.
Well, I'm more a fan of movies becoming TV shows, especially if they're on networks that allow them to explore stories.
Exactly, and that's why I don't like TV shows going to movies, because A, they have to rehash a bunch. We saw this on Serenity last week.
Yeah.
They have to rehash a lot, and they have to condense it all into under 2 hours.
That's the thing that we have.
That's
the
an
benefit
episode.
going into reverse now. It's like you said that, because that Manhunter Unabomber thing, Manhunt, that could have easily been a movie where you got none of that information.
Right.
And it was so nice that it was 6 hours of just fucking pure information.
Yeah.
Not repeating a bunch of shit. It was.
I am
great.
so pro TV show and less movie now. I'm much more
A lot
of
of people are, because the binge watching thing now. It's not a weekly wait for shows anymore.
Yeah,
On the
they
right
can do good
on the right network.
they can do good shows if they try.
Yeah,
exactly.
But if I got to pick one, Facts of Life.
Yeah, I agree.
Did they not make a Facts of Life movie?
No, but they damn sure should.
They better bring back George Clooney, I swear to God.
Well, he's running for president in 2020.
Oh my God.
Paul B writes, "Love the podcast. Not too long this time, I hope." Last was like 14 paragraphs. He was like, "Hope it wasn't too long." All right,
hilarious.
Oh, good for you.
Chaz AR writes, "Just left the BFS gig in Manchester. Best fucking BFS gig ever. Got to see one of my favorite albums play in its entirety. Best gig ever. Got to see it with my closest and best friends. Thank you, Jarrett and gang, Casey, Will, and Rich Rule. All 4 hearts. One for all of us except for Silent Sean." And it's such a good time.
Yeah, but dude, thank you. I mean, as I said, Manchester is one of it's our favorite place to play on planet Earth. I will have to say that I've been saying that for many, many years, and London is definitely up there too. The show is insane. The tour was insane. It was great. Thank you for being there, and I'll see you again over there in September.
All right, Barry Ferguson, the original $1 supporter, writes, Ahoy to you all. I know I have a tendency to waffle on my email, so I'll try and keep this one short and to the point. 1. The Facebook discussion groups are excellent. Had a few good tips for movies off of there. B. Thanks BFS for bringing Aquabats to UK. They are more than super rad. Fucking amazing at that. Thirdly, Evil Chris at Cardiff was hilarious. He needs his own cartoon TV show, or even better, to be a villain on the Aquabats Super Show. Keep doing what you're doing. If you make it to 200 episodes, I might consider upping my pledge to $2.
Dude, so we did a bit, obviously, where Evil Chris came out. He was just talking, and they booed him because he said something that was just really, really stupid or whatever. And then, so he just went into this whole, they're like, don't fucking boo me. Like, I hate getting booed. Anyway,
we're talking about Bernie.
Yeah, so he evolved into Evil Chris Bernie on the Bowling for Soup stage or whatever, and it was just the funniest shit. But then, once he got out of it, he couldn't get back into it anymore. Like, he just doesn't know how to turn it on and be mean, and it became even funnier. So thank you for reminding me of that. I totally forgot about that bit, and that was such a good one. And, yeah, I forgot what the other shit Rich just said was, but thanks for writing in. Yeah. And, gosh, what a great fucking episode. I want to say a huge thank you to everybody who wrote in this week. If you want to email us, that's our email address in the song. I want to say thanks to Chris Jacobs, aka Jason Randall, for being here and working the board for us today. No, Chris Jacobs for sitting in for Silent Sean. And you're going to be here on the next week's episode too, right? So he'll be here Friday to record. So, I don't know. We may have to give him a microphone. He looks miserable. It's like he doesn't look as comfortable as Sean, just like sitting there. Sean just has a blank thing about his face anyway. Sean, if you're listening, good luck on the move, buddy. We love you, and we'll see you next week. And for everybody else, we'll see you down the road.
And I like you more than a friend.
But most of all, we'll see you down the road.